varnas are there everywhere, and whether the law of karma applicable or not. Why these places have all these streams in the form of milk and yogurt, ghee, everything? Why so? And few things. One Mataji was asking, why do we need to know all these things? And anyway, we need to practice bhakti. Let us practice bhakti. What is the use of all these things? So hopefully, all such questions can be answered now in the afternoon session. We, hope to address all such questions. So let us see. Now, so morning we have been discussing about how Prabhupada divided the Bhumandala into 7 Deepas. And within 7 Deepas, so many small divisions are there. They are called Varshas, we have seen. Now, in relation to Jambu Deepa, Sukadeva Goswami also talks about the descent of Ganga. Because Ganga travels through these 9 Varshas of Jambu Deepa. That's how he discusses. When Vamana became Trivikrama, after accepting the charity in the form of 3 pieces of land, so with 1 feet, he occupied the entire Bhumandala. He became so big. Bhumandala is occupied. With 2nd feet, he occupied the entire upper planetary systems. Bhuvarloka, Swargaloka, Maharloka, Janloka, Tapaloka, Satyaloka. Everything is occupied. 2nd feet. Still, the feet going and touching the universal shell. There was a crack in the universal shell. Till then, Brahmaji in Satyaloka was in deep meditation. Suddenly there was a huge sound, just like Narsingadev appearing from a pillar. How much huge sound it is there. Like that, a huge sound. Brahmaji suddenly got up and he was seeing what is happening. Suddenly in front of his eyes, there is a huge lotus feet, which is touching the universal shell, and there is a crack and water coming down. He suddenly took his kamandalu, collected the water. And with that water, he did Abhishek of Lord's lotus feet. What more best opportunity? इनका आंखों के सामने भगवान का लोटस फीट है. So that's how the causal ocean, which was outside the universe, entered into our universe. And first it came to Satyaloka. Brahma collected that water and did Abhishek. Now the water is the Charanamurta of the Supreme Lord. It got a name known as Bhagavat Padi. Because it came because of the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord. It is the water which washed the feet of the Lord. Bhagavat Padi. Then it came down to Tapaloka, Janaloka, Maharloka. Then it came down to Dhruvaloka. Dhruvaloka originally belongs to whom? Whose abode is Dhruvaloka? Which Vishnu? Does that Vishnu has a name or not?
Kshirodakashayi Vishnu, Prabhu.
Kshirodakashayi Vishnu. What was the desire with which Dhruva went to perform tapasya? Huh? No. Not exactly. Somewhat similar, but not exactly. Padam tribo notkrushtam jigisho sadhu vartmame. He is asking Nardamuni, if you can teach me a bona fide path by which I can attain Padam Tribhuvana Utkrushtam, the topmost position within the universe is that of Brahma. Brahma is Brahmanda Nayaka. So Dhruva says, I want to have the position which is superior to that of Brahma. There is only one position which is superior to that of Brahma, is that of Vishnu. Lord Shiva's service is destruction of the universe. Destruction is an activity in the mode of ignorance. Lord Brahma's service is to create. It is activity in the mode of. Lord Vishnu's service is maintenance, which is activity in the mode of goodness. The only one position superior to that of Brahma's position is Vishnu's position. So he performed tapasya. So Vishnu had to give it to Dhruva. So Lord Vishnu had to give his position as the maintainer of the universe to Dhruva. So when you give somebody the position, what else you have to give? You have to give the office also. Along with the office, you have to give quarters also. Government quarters, where Rashtrapati is there. राष्ट्रपति भवन उनको देना पड़ेगा. That becomes his as long as he is there in that position. So Kshirodakshaya Vishnu gave his own abode to Dhruva. And from there on, that place became known as Dhruvaloka. Before that, it was known as Vishnupada, the abode of Lord Vishnu. And Ganga came to this Vishnupada. There Dhruva worshipped Ganga and the Ganga went ahead. From there on, Ganga became known as Vishnupadi. Because it was passing through Vishnupada, abode of Lord Vishnu, that is Dhruvaloka, it went down. So now, interestingly, Dhruva was given the position of the maintainer of the universe and also the entire abode. But where does Vishnu go? Where did he go afterwards? आपके पास जो भी था वो आपका भक्त को दे दिया. बाद में where he will go? Like Lord Parshuram also gave everything in charity to all the Brahmanas. Then he has nothing to stay. So he, through his Parashu, he reclaimed some land from the ocean. That is where he is residing now, in the Konkan area. Same way, Lord Vishnu created a small island in an ocean in Dhruvaloka. Within Dhruvaloka, there is an ocean made up of milk. That is called Ksheerasagara. In that Ksheerasagara, he created an island, a Dvipa. That is called Shvetadvipa. In that Dvipa, he is residing now. Kshirodakshaya Vishnu is residing in Dhruvaloka. Within that, there is a Ksheerasagara. Within that, he manifested a island. In that, he is residing. Because the entire abode given to Dhruva. He can't stay. When you give something to somebody, it is no more yours. You can't stay there. So like that. And by the way, now Dhruva Maharaj is the one who is operating the entire universe. Kshirodakshaya Vishnu only does if there is a conflict among Devatas and Asuras, he comes and settles the matter. Otherwise, all operational maintenance of the universe is done by Dhruva Maharaj. Currently, he is maintaining the entire universe on behalf of Lord Vishnu. And he will continue to maintain till the end of the day of Brahma. Akalpantam. It's like that. So who is maintaining our universe now? Instead of Lord Vishnu, Dhruva only maintaining. So it is like that. So then, passing to Dhruvaloka, it came down to Saptarishi Mandal, Svargaloka, then it came down to Chandraloka. From there, it went to the top of Mount Meru. All of you are able to see? It is clear? Maybe someone can close that properly. वो पूरा बंद करेगा तो थोड़ा सा अंधेरा होगा तो अच्छा दिखेगा. Then it comes down to the top of Mount Meru because top of Mount Meru is flat. So water comes in and goes in all directions. There are so many streams are formed, individual streams. But of them, 4 are very important. One is going in the east, one is going in the west, one is going in the north, one is going in the south. And after dropping down from the top of Mount Meru, it passes through all the Varshas of Jambudipa, finally enters into saltwater ocean surrounding Jambudipa. The eastern one is known as Chakshu, Sita, Chakshu, Bhadra, and Alakananda. These are the 4 streams of that virginal Ganga. Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you. So on top of Mount Meru, it came to Brahma's abode, Manavati, then go into 4 directions. You can see here. This side is passing through Gandhamadana and Bhadrasha Varsha, Ketumala and Ketumala Varsha, other Varshas, like this. You can see here. That's how it is dropping down. So now, when it is dropping down, some water might fall before the mountain, some water might fall on the mountain, some water will fall after the mountain. After the mountain is going ahead with this. But here the water which is falling on top of the mountain jumps and falls on the next mountain, then jumps and then moves on. Anyway, some water is falling in Lavata Varsha also, some water falling in Hari Varsha also. That which is jumping, some water might fall within Hari Varsha, some will go into Kempurusha Varsha also. But in any sense, because it is jumping again and again, it is going all the way up to the last Varsha also. And finally, all the 4 streams are entering into saltwater ocean. That stream which is passing through Bharata Varsha is known as Alakananda. So like this. When water jumps from the top, it again jumps. So like this, Ganga is passing through all the Varshas and all the mountains of Jambudipa. Now, though it is passing through Jambudipa in all the places, especially Bharata Varsha, but time to time, Ganga also goes through some Manlila. It becomes invisible. That's why Ganga is called as Rupantarena Vahati. Sometimes it is visible, sometimes it becomes invisible. Just like Saraswati River, now it is no more visible to us. Once upon a time it used to flow, but now it is no more visible. People say that it is going underneath the earth. In Prayag, it comes out and joins with Ganga and Yamuna, Triveni Sangamam, it happens like that. But whatever it is, at some point of time, Ganga became invisible. When Vamana appeared, Ganga manifested. After some time, Ganga disappeared. That was the time the entire Jambudipa was ruled by King Sagara, Sagara Maharaj. Somehow he wanted to perform 100 Ashwamedha Yajnas. So when he was performing 100th one, Indra stole the horse. He kept the horse in Patalaloka. So Sagara had 2 wives. First wife gave birth to 1 son. Second wife gave birth to 60,000 sons. He told 60,000 sons, please go and find out the horse. They were searching all over Jambudipa. They could not find. Their father told, dig on the boundary of Jambudipa. He might have kept in the underground. They dug all over on the boundary of Jambudipa. Whatever mud they removed, they threw in the ocean. Surrounding Jambudipa, that mud was thrown into the ocean. That mud transformed into so many islands. They dug so much, so many islands formed, small, small islands surrounding Jambudipa. So many islands formed. They came back. They said, Father, no way, not possible. Then Father told, dig inside Jambudipa. Go down, 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 down. So they were digging down further, passing through Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Mahatala, Rasatala, Patala. They went all the way up to Patala. In Patala, they found the horse. Just see how much hard work they are doing. First of all, they searched all over Jambudipa first. Then they dug all over Jambudipa. Then they were digging from here all the way up to Patala Loka. Huge hard work. इतना hard work करने के बाद what they saw one person meditating, one horse was here. They thought this fellow stole the horse and kept it here and simply peacefully meditating. What audacity is this? They opened their weapons and they wanted to kill that person, but they do not know who is he. That was Lord Kapila. They for no reason found fault with Lord Kapila. Because of that, the fire element in their own body exploded and burned them there only. See, everyone is here only. All of them are here only. There are skulls and ashes. They are all burnt to ashes. Not 1, 2, 60,000. And also their soldiers. They must be accompanied by so many soldiers. All of them were there only. So they did not come back. So much time passed. So Sagara Maharaj told his grandson, Amshuman, please go and find out your uncles. Where are they? So he came down. He saw what all happening. What happened? He understood some gadbad ho gaya. He fell down on his knees and prayed to Lord Kapila. He requested Lord Kapila's forgiveness. Then he said, with your permission, can I take the horse? Lord Kapila said, no, you take. That is your horse. Yours only. You take. Then he said, please forgive my uncles and deliver them. I have no offense. I have not taken any offense from your uncles. But if you want them to be delivered, their ashes should be immersed in Ganga. You bring Ganga. When Ganga water touches their ashes, they will be delivered. So he said, okay, that is your order. He took the horse and went back and gave the horse to his grandfather. Grandfather completed the yajna. He said, enough is enough. I am going to Vanaprastha. You become the king. So Amshuman became the king. He ruled for some time. Then he made his son as the king, Dilipa. He went to forest and performed tapasya to bring Ganga down. He could not. Dilipa ruled for some time. He made his son Bhagirata the next king. He went to forest to perform tapasya. He could not become successful. And Bhagirata made his son the next king. He went to forest and he performed severe tapasya. Itna very hard tapasya. Ganga had to agree. But she put two conditions. One is, when I come with huge speed because she's coming from the top of the universe. So I may cross and go down to Garbhodak ocean. So do something to reduce my speed. For that, Bhagirata performed another tapasya to please Lord Shiva. So Lord Shiva agreed to reduce the speed of Ganga. And then she also said, if I come down, people will bathe in my water and they deposit all their sins. What will happen to me? Bhagirata said, don't worry. Devotees will come and bathe in your water and they purify your water. So she said, okay, no problem. So like that, Bhagirath Maharaj brought Ganga all the way up to Patala Loka and delivered all his uncles. Not uncles, forefathers. Since then, the same custom is being followed now. We also, whenever someone dies in our family, we try to immerse their ashes in Ganga. So Ganga started with Satyaloka, going all the way up to Patala Loka. That's why she is called as Three Loka Pavani. She is purifying all the lokas throughout the universe by her presence. So the original stream was Alakananda. The second stream brought by Bhagirath Maharaj is Bhagirathi. And both are meeting at Devaprayag. And then they are going ahead. From Devaprayag, they are coming to Rishikesh, Haridwar, and then Prayag, eventually Varanasi, and then Mayapur. Then at Howrah, meeting the ocean, through that ocean going all the way up to Patala Loka. That is the history of Ganga. So after briefly speaking about Ganga's descent, then Sukadeva Goswami talks about one important point. Why Bharata Varsha had so many facilities? Does the similar facilities are there in other places or not? That point now he addresses. Okay, before that, anyway, that sons of Sagar Maharaj, they were digging all over Jambudipa. As a result of that, so many islands were found surrounding Jambudipa, out of which 8 islands are special. So many islands are there. Here you can see so many are there. But among them, 8 are special. So what are the 8? The names are there. But anyway, one is Lanka. Swarnaprishta, Chandrashukla, Mandaraharina, Avartana, Ramanaka, Panchajanya, Simhala and Lanka. Ramanaka, have you heard this name anywhere in the Bhagavatam? Kaliya. Kaliya was originally belonging to Ramanaka. Out of fear of Garuda, he came to Yamuna. Then Lord Krishna sent him back to Ramanaka. So Ramanaka Island is one of the islands which are surrounding this entire area. Same way, Lanka is also one of the islands which is surrounding this entire Jambudipa. Lanka is not Sri Lanka. Okay? Lanka is not Sri Lanka. Lanka, which was the abode of originally Kuvera, then usurped by Ravana. Now, Vibhishana is made as the king of Lanka. Out of the 8 Chiranjeevas, Vibhishana is also one Chiranjeevi. What do you mean by Chiranjeevi? How long? Long life only, but how long? He is not immortal. Brahma is not immortal. Why he will be immortal? Amara means those who live for one Manvantara. Chiranjeevi means those who live for one day of Brahma, one Kalpa of Brahma, entire day. That means Vibhishana will continue to rule Lanka till the end of the current day of Brahma. Does anybody see Vibhishana in Sri Lanka? Sri Lanka's previous name is actually Simhala. Few years back, it was actually known as Simhala. In order to, No. Wait. Don't go to Simhala. We'll go after some time. Sri Lanka is actually Simhala. But how many of you gone to GV? What is the specialty of GV? Vrindavan. The 12 forests of Vrindavan, Goswami temples and Madan Mohan temple and Govardhan Yamuna. It is simply a replica. What is there in Vrindavan is replicated here so that people can have that same experience of going to Vrindavan. So that, what is the benefit of that? For what purpose? Outwardly, of course, to give a devotional experience for devotees, but in general, what is the purpose of creating GV? To increase tourism, to increase revenue. Same way, the Simhala was transformed into Sri Lanka, and they created all the pastime places of Lanka from Ramayan so that they can increase tourism, so that they can increase foreign revenue. Setu Bridge, okay. Raina, the Setu Bridge is going. How long is the Setu Bridge as per Ramayan? What is the total length of? Means how many kilometers? So what is the distance between Rameshwaram and Sri Lanka? 23 kilometers. Hare Krishna. No problem. So many today plates are moving, tomorrow something else is also moving. But anyway, forget it. Lanka is supposed to be outside Jambudipa. Then what is the use of plates moving or not moving? It does not make any sense. It is anyway outside Jambudipa. It is supposed to be in the saltwater ocean. Okay. It is 100 yojanas far. It is not nearby. Second thing, it is the abode of Rakshasas. The king is Vibhishana. But Sri Lanka is abode of Rakshasas? No. It is abode of the human beings like you and me. Then how can it be Lanka? The Lanka, Sri Lanka is the name given recently. It is not the old name. It is a strategy. Rakshasalaya. Lanka is actually Rakshasalaya, abode of the Rakshasas. Vibhishana is still living there. He is coming every now and then to Srirangam and Jagannath Puri worshipping Lord Jagannath and Ranganath Swami. He is still alive. He is there. His entire family is there. So here is the prime meridian which is actually passing through Mount Meru and Bharata Varsha and passing through Lanka. So Lanka is supposed to be here. If you draw the prime meridian which is passing through Ujjain and Ujjain and also Kurukshetra, supposed to pass through Lanka. Now what is the latitude of Lanka? Longitude and latitude? Lanka means 0 latitude and 0 longitude. But Sri Lanka is not like that. So it is in the right side. That's why it is not Lanka. So here the point comes. So that is about islands. Now, this is the point which I was telling. Just like the facilities that are there in Bharata Varsha, the similar facilities are there in 8 Varshas of Jambudipa. The same facilities are there in all the remaining 6 Dvipas, except Bharata Varsha. Bharata Varsha is called as Karma Bhumi. Remaining Varshas and the entire Bhumandala is called as, Bhoga Bhumi you can say. But Bhagavatam calls it as Bhauma Swarga. It is heaven in Bhuloka. So what do you mean by Bhauma Swarga? Matlab there is another Swarga also? Yes, there are 3 Swargas in our universe. Divya Swarga, Bhauma Swarga and Bila Swarga. Divya Swarga includes Bhuvarloka and Swargaloka, where Devatas are residing. Bhauma Swarga includes entire Bhumandala except Bharata Varsha. Bila Swarga includes the 7 lower planetary systems. Swarga by definition, it is a place filled with lot of opulences. Like Bharata Varsha. For your survival, you don't have to work hard. Everything is given for you abundantly. That's why they are called Swarga. Swarga means everything is there for you abundantly. What is that Bhagavad Gita shloka? Tetam bhuktva swargalokam vishalam. No, itna काफी है. Tetam bhuktva swargalokam vishalam. Vishala means abundant, unlimited. What is unlimited? Facilities for enjoyment are unlimited. There is no dearth of that facilities. That's why that is called Swarga. 3 places facilities are there, but there is a difference in mentality. The places in Bhurloka, Sargaloka, the people in here are in the mode of goodness. They understand that these facilities are given by Lord, they are meant to serve the Lord. Here in Bhuloka, the people are in the mode of passion. They say that the facilities are given by Lord, they are meant to serve the Lord and meant for my enjoyment. 50-50. भगवान को सेवा भी करूंगा, खुद भी enjoy करूंगा. Here they say it is meant for Lord service. They keep serving the Lord. Here they say Lord के लिए भी हमारे लिए भी. Here they say I am the Lord. ईश्वरोहम aham bogi. Siddhoham balavan sukhi. Because Birasvargas are inhabited by all the asuras, they say I am the Lord, everything is meant for my enjoyment. This is the difference. It is meant for the Lord, it is meant for the Lord and for me, it is meant for me only. Because I am the Lord. This is the difference. Now many times devotees will ask question, why Bilaswarga, asuras are there, why they are given so many facilities? What is the reason? Any guess? Why asuras have to be given so many facilities? Even Bhagavatam says, Swarga dapi. Swarga se jada facilities are available in Bilaswarga. Opulences are much more than that of Swarga. Why? What could be the reason? Any hint from Bhagavad Gita? What is chapter 17 of Bhagavad Gita? What are the topics of chapter 17 of Bhagavad Gita? What is being discussed there in chapter 17? Huh? Shraddha Taraya Vibhaga Yoga. So what? Shraddha to hai. So what? There are 3 things one should always do. Never ever give up. Yajna, Dana, Tapa. Yes? Whoever does these 3, they will get corresponding results. But one can do these 3 things either in mode of goodness, mode of passion, or mode of ignorance. Those people who perform Yajna, Dana, Tapa in the mode of goodness, they are promoted to Swargaloka. Those people who do Yajna, Dana, Tapa in the mode of passion, they are promoted to Bhaumaswarga. Those people who perform Yajna, Dana, Tapa in the mode of ignorance, they are promoted to Vilaswarga. Because they are also performing Yajna. They are also performing Dhana. They are also performing Tapasya. Because they are performing the mode of ignorance, they will get a destiny in the mode of ignorance. Like this. This is the sadhana. Performing Yajna, Dana, Tapa is like sadhana. Huh? Because they perform much more severely than us. Dhruva performed tapasya, Hiranyakashipu also performed tapasya. Whose tapasya is severe? Hiranyakashipu's tapasya. Ravana performed tapasya. Vrukasura also performed tapasya. Kardamuni also performed tapasya. Huh? Kiska tapasya bahut bhayanak hai. Ravana was cutting his head one after the other. 9 heads he cut and 10th head is about to cut. Vrukasura was cutting his flesh. हट करके वो वर मांगते हैं. So it's like that. In one sense, that is more painful. That kind of tapasya is more painful. But anyway, it is the mode of ignorance. They will be given results, but in the midst of similar kind of people. That is understanding. Yanti deva, pitruni yanti pitrunvata, bhutani yanti bhuteja, yanti madhyajunopimam. We have 4 modes. Mode of goodness, passion, ignorance, and pure goodness. Yanti deva, vrata deva, mode of goodness. Pitruni yanti pitrunvata, mode of passion. Bhutani yanti bhuteja, mode of ignorance. Yanti madhyajunopimam, mode of pure goodness. Very simple. Whom you are worshipping, in which mode you are there, corresponding result you will get. Yanti deva, vrata deva, you will go to Divya Swarga. Pitruni yanti pitrunvata, you will go to Pitruloka or Bhauma Swarga. Bhutani yanti bhuteja, one will go to Bilaswarga. Because Bhuta, Preta, Pishas are there, Asuras are there. Those who worship them, they will go there only. So something like that. Bhagavatam says, when a person performs good amount of piety, first they will go to Swarga. They will spend 90% of their piety in Swarga. 90%. With the remaining 10%, they take birth in Bhauma Swarga. Swarginam Punya Shesha Upabhoga Sthanani. What are these Bhauma Swarga places? Those who actually go to Swarga after spending 90% of their piety, with the remaining 10% piety, they take birth in Bhauma Swarga. There they spend again 9% of it. With the remaining 1%, they take birth in Bhuloka. Suchinam Srimatam Gaye Yoga Brashtobi Jayate. These karma yogis having gone to Swargaloka, then coming to Bhauma Swarga, then eventually they take birth in Brahmana or Vaishya community of Bharata Varsha. So like that. So before taking birth in Bharata Varsha, it is a transit residence in Bhauma Swarga for the pious people. That is the place. By the way, it is not a small thing. Whoever takes birth here, by default, their lifespan is 10,000 years. Not one day less, not one day more. Even if they want, they can't stay 1 more hour. Even if they want to leave, they can't leave 1 more hour early. 1 hour early. They have to stay there for 10,000 years. And everyone has a bodily strength of 10,000 elephants. Very strong and stout, healthy. No need to go to hospital. And one interesting thing, they have wives. They beget children only in the last year. For 999 years, 9,900 years, they don't have any children. Only in the last year, they can have as many children as they want. See, interestingly, why I'm telling this, because if we want to understand the contrast between our place to their place, we need to understand how things are happening in their places. So, if the parents want to have children, as soon as they conceive, within Manmurta, mother will deliver the baby. 48 minutes later, mother will deliver the baby. In another 48 minutes, the baby will become Santam Vayasi Kaishore, 16 years teenager. Mothers no need to go through the hardships of carrying the baby in the womb for 9 months and raising the baby day in, day out for 16 years. Everything happens in 2 muhurtas. That's all. This is the system in the heaven. Other than Bharata Varsha, rest of the universe, this is the system. Nowhere the mothers carry the baby for 9 months. Want 48 minutes only. No one raises their children. In 48 minutes, the child becomes 16 years old. They will say, bye-bye. Bye. Bye-bye. They will go away. Nice story there, na? Recently, we had Ganesh Chaturthi. Mother Parvati, while taking bath with that powder, she carved a deity form. Then she invited a jiva. That boy became that the doll became the boy, and immediately grew up to 16 years old boy. He was born as an infant, but grew up to 16 years old. Now I'll tell you some interesting interaction. If both mother and father are devatas, this is like this. If one of them is human, one is devata, then what will happen? Kunti Maharani. Kunti Maharani invoked Surya, Yamaraj, Vayu, Indra, and for Madri Ashwini Kumaras. The devatas appeared, they said Tadasu, and Kunti and Madri became pregnant. 48 minutes they delivered the baby. The childbirth happened in 48 minutes. Karna also born 48 minutes. That's why no one knew that Karna was born. That is called Sadhu Garbha. Immediately was born. तुरंत उनको बास्केट में रख के नदी में छोड़ दिया. So no one knows that Kunti delivered a baby. So, but father is Devata, mother is human being, child is born. But since mother is human being, the child will grow day by day, slowly, slowly, slowly. That's why Pandavas grew up slowly, slowly, slowly. Same family. Bhima married Hidimba. So after their marriage, Hidimba became pregnant. She carried the baby for 7.5 months. Then she delivered the baby. But in one muhurta, he became Gatochkat. Clouds tak utna bada ho gaya. One muhurta only. So, if mother is of heavenly nature, She don't have to go through the hardships of carrying the baby. Carrying the baby, raising the baby. If mother is a human being, she has to raise the baby. Father is Devata, she don't have to carry the baby. Another example, Ganga married Shantanu Maharaj. Ganga was giving birth to 8 children. 8 Vasus are going to be born. She was carrying the baby for 8 months in the womb. As soon as the child is born, she was drowning in the Ganga. If she don't drown within one muhurta, the child will become youth. उसके पहले उनको पानी में डुबा देने का. So 7 she drowned. 8th one, when she was about to drown, king came and stopped her. She said, at the marriage I put a condition. If you ask me, I'll go back. So Ganga took that boy to Swarga. On the way he became 16 years old boy. And जाते जाते उनको स्कूल में ज्वाइन करके चले गए. बृहस्पति का गुरुकुल में ज्वाइन करके अपना घर चले गए. It's like that. In Devata community, things happen like this. They can't even take the hardship of carrying the baby and raising the baby. Carrying the baby and raising the baby is only meant for the Bharata Varsha residents. Because it is karma bhumi. Here karma is so, what we can say, it is so scrutinizing that every small thing we have to work hard. हमारा daily रोटी कपड़ा मकान के लिए इतना काम करना पड़ता है. They don't have to work by this. They have everything freely only, abundantly. Everything is flowing in the rivers only. Because this is karma bhumi, we have to work hard. All other rest of the universe is all swarga bhumi. ऊपर दिव्य स्वर्गा, बीच में भौम स्वर्गा, नीचे बिला स्वर्गा. Everywhere it is swarga only. So they don't have to work hard only. Everywhere, enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Because Jiva comes to material world for the what purpose? Enjoyment. But Jiva also has one more purpose. What is that? To go back. If one want to go back, Bharata Varsha is the only suitable place. This is the USP of Bharata Varsha. For example, if you have to go back to spiritual world from any other place, in Swarga their lifespan is one Manvantara. Maharloka, Janloka, Tapaloka, Satyaloka, if somebody goes there, their lifespan is one day of Brahma, one Kalpa. If anybody has to go back to spiritual world from Maharloka, Janloka, Tapaloka, they have to practice bhakti for one Kalpa, because that is their lifespan. If anybody has to go from Swarga to spiritual world, they have to practice bhakti for one Manvantara. Okay? If anybody has to go back to spiritual world from Bhauma Swarga, they have to practice bhakti for 10,000 years. If anybody want to go back to spiritual world from Bharata Varsha, that too in the current Kali Yuga, how many years they have to practice bhakti? One lifetime. Before he went to Swarga, he was practicing bhakti, na? He is fighting for the Devatas, also bhakti only. One full lifetime one has to practice bhakti. There is no excuse for this. Wherever one may be, because see, my dear Lord, wherever you may keep me, my entire life I'm practicing bhakti. Whether you keep me here, you keep me in Swarga, you keep me in Satyaloka, you keep me in Vaikuntha. For whatever is my lifespan, that long I will perform bhakti. What is the proof? See my proof. In this human life, I have been performing bhakti as soon as I came in touch with ISKCON devotees. Since then, I am practicing bhakti till my last breath. If you take me Vaikuntha, I will continue to practice bhakti. इतना तो विश्वास रखो. Proof is here. So like that. स्वमातु स्विन्नगात्रेण विसृष्टा कबरासृजा दृष्ट्वा परिश्रमं कृष्ण कृपयासि स्वबन्धने. When Lord sees that we are endeavoring our entire life, that this life is meant for your service. When Bhagavad Gita says satam kirtayam tumam, satam means our entire lifespan. इतना lifespan में हम भक्ति करेगा तो काफी है, भगवत धाम जा सकते हैं हम. For example, Brahma Yoman Lila. What Brahma said? Bhagavan बहुत हो गया. Being Brahma, I am continuing to make mistakes. Enough is enough. Please take me to Vaikuntha. Till then, until that prayer, Krishna was in front of Brahma. He was happily listening. When Brahma started saying this, enough is enough, please send me to Vaikuntha, Krishna turned around. He was not even looking at Brahma. So Brahma understood, looks like it is not the right thing. He went back and continued his service. Even Indra also asked same thing. My dear Lord, please forgive me. Being Indra, I am doing all the mistakes. Please excuse me. relieve me from my service, I'll go back to Vaikuntha. Krishna says, no, no, don't worry. वापस ऐसा गलती मत करो, थोड़ा सावधान रहो, सेवा कंटिन्यू करो. Because all the devatas, they need to serve the Lord till their tenure continues. Only after that they can go to spiritual world. In between, they cannot give up their seva and go back to spiritual world. And we who don't have that fixed responsibilities, हम तो free है, भक्ति करके भगत धाम तुरंत जा सकते. This is the USP of Bharata Varsha. For this reason, we need to hear cosmology. Where is that Mataji? To understand what is the speciality of Bharata Varsha, we need to read cosmology. Otherwise, think this is the special opportunity. That's why, especially in 12th canto says that the people from the upper planet, they want to take birth in Bharata Varsha in Kali Yuga. Because Kali Yuga only 100 years, Dwapar Yuga 1000 years, Treta Yuga 10,000 years, Satya Yuga, तो उतना practice करना पड़ेगा भक्ति आपको. If you happen to take birth in Satya Yuga, you have to practice bhakti for 1 lakh years. Treta Yuga 10,000 years, Dwapar Yuga 1,000 years, without fail. Kali Yuga just 100 years, which is most easiest thing. Kali Yuga. That's why Bharata Varsha is special. Huh? Where? They went back to heaven only. Na? They are devatas. They have to complete their service. Even Bhishma also, one aspect of Bhishma is Vasu. He went to Sargaloka only. He has to resume his service and he will go back to Godhead only after the Manvantara is over. Huh? Gajendra is a king, na? He ruled. Then he made his son king. He went to Vanaprastha. In the Vanaprastha duties, he made a mistake of not respecting Agastya. So he does not have any more responsibilities. He can go back to Godhead. Okay, no problem. But he is Vasu also, Devata also, he has to complete his service. He is going back to God is complete, guaranteed. But he can only go after the tenure is over. Now all the Devatas will certainly go back to Godhead. Indra, Chandra, Varuna, Vayu, all the Devatas certainly will go back to Godhead after the tenure is over. They are not bound jivas. They are liberated already. They are already Jivan Mukta. After the 7th Manvantara, 50% already voting, 50% remaining. After that, they will go back to Godhead. No. Brahmaji ka laal, unka, that is a different. His lifespan is different. Brahma's time is more. We are talking about heaven. And now, by the way, in heaven, there are 2 categories of people are there. One is the main devatas who are assigned with some responsibility. Indra, Chandra, Varuna, Vayu, etc. But other category are Punya. Those who perform pious activities in Bharata Varsha, as a result of their piety, they go to Swarga. They only stay small time, not for Manvantara, because these are only visitors. And these people never get any position there. They just visit. They're like lottery winners. You got a lottery, you go to America, travel there for 10 days and come back. For 10 days, all the expenses are borne by the people only, company people only. You don't have to spend even single penny from your pocket. But once your tenure is over, you cannot stay even 1 day. You may say that, hey, this is very nice, I want to stay 1 more week. No, you can't stay, get out. So these are second category of people. The original residents, they live for 1 Manvantara. The visitors only live for 10,000 years in Bhauma Swarga. In the main Swarga, they may live for more years, but here only 10,000 years. For example, in the Mahabharat battle, all the Kauravas were killed. Kauravas, in their entire life, they never did any pious activity. There only one pious activity is they are killed by Bhima in Kurukshetra. Because of that, they were given entry into Swargaloka for 3,000 years. That's all. They stayed in Swarga for 3,000 years, then they came down and they went to Naraka, and they will remain in Naraka for long, long time. As many sins they have done, that long they will continue to stay in hellish condition. Who? There is two categories. Those who know that Krishna is the Supreme Lord among the warriors, those who know that Krishna is the Supreme Lord, and those who are killed in front of Lord Krishna, and those like Antakalecha Mameva, those who follow in this category, they went back to Godhead. But which Kaurava could have done that? Duryodhana did that? Dushasana did that? Dushasana died in front of Krishna only. Krishna was standing there only. Arjuna and Krishna's chariot was nearby only. Bhima was ripping apart his arms and all. He was that. Did Dushasana would say that, hey Krishna, thank you very much. You are coming in front of me. I am going to Vaikuntha. Like that is, he was. Did Duryodhana say? Fight was happening in front of Krishna only. Did he say? Then why will go to Vaikuntha? Only those who are ready to go to Vaikuntha, they will be sent to Vaikuntha. Those who know Krishna is Supreme Lord, those who want to go back to Godhead and going remembering Lord Krishna at the time of death, they have gone back to Godhead. Not everyone. At least 100 Kauravas certainly will not. They have gone to Swarga for 3000 years, then they got to Naraka for their unlimited sinful activities. Wait, 2 minutes. We'll take questions. So, and these Bhauma Swarga people, as long as they are living, they have the experience, happiness that like that of Treta Yuga. It is Swarga, na? There should be good happiness. So, such kind of things are there. This is the way people live in the Swarga, whether it is Divya Swarga, Bhauma Swarga, or Bila Swarga. Everything is available for free of cost. Even they don't have to carry the baby, take care of the baby and all. Everything is like that. Only in Bharata Varsha, everything is there. Everyone has to work hard for even small thing also. Karma is very stringent in Bharata Varsha. That's why Bharata Varsha is called as Karma Bhumi. Remaining is all Swarga Bhumi. This is the difference. Then the rest of the chapters, chapter 17, 18, 19 talks about the residents of Jambudipa. They are offering their prayers to Supreme Lord. Who is offering? The original residents, not the visitors. Visitors are only interested in enjoyment. Why would they perform bhakti? The original residents, they are offering all the prayers unto Supreme Lord. Who are there in these places? Out of the 11 Rudras, one is residing in the Ilavrta Varsha. He is offering prayers unto Lord Sankarshana. In Bhadrashva Varsha, Bhadrashva, son of Dharmaraja, is offering prayers to Lord Hayagriva. Here in Ketumala Varsha, Mother Lakshmi worshipping Lord Rishikesha. Okay. In Rammeka Varsha, the current Manu. Who is the current Manu? What is his name? His original name. King Shraddha Deva. He is the eldest son of Vivashwan. No. Yeah, he is the son of Vivashwan, one of the son of Vivashwan. Shraddha Deva is the Vaivashta Manu. He is also supposed to live for the entire Manvantara. Manu, whoever is the Manu, the first king of the Manvantara period, is supposed to live for the entire Manvantara. His sons can go back to Godhead. For example, during Swayambhu Manvantara, Swayambhu Manu supposed to live for the entire Manvantara period. His son Uttanapada went back to Godhead, Dhruva went back to Godhead, Prutu went back to Godhead, Anga went back to Godhead. Like that, everyone went back to Godhead. But Manu cannot go back to Godhead until Manvantara is over. Same way, the current Manu is also residing currently in Rammeka Varsha. He cannot go back to Godhead until the Manvantara is over. Now, in his previous life, during Chakshusha Manvantara, he was King Satyavrata. One day, early morning, he wanted to offer Argya. He took some water. In that water, there is a small fish. When he was about to put the water back, because fish ke saath you cannot offer, the fish said, please save me. The big fish will eat me up. He put that fish into Kamandalu, took it home. Fish became bigger, put it in a bigger pot, became bigger. Water pond became bigger. Lake, river, and ocean again brought him to Mahasagar. Then he understood, you are not an ordinary person. You must be a great yogi. Please tell me what is the reason for your arrival. Then he said, 7 days from now, there is going to be a huge pralaya. The entire Bhuloka, Bhuvarloka, and Swargaloka will be inundated by water. In order to protect you, I will send a boat. Please enter that boat. I'll protect you. Use Vasuki to tie the boat to me. That's how King Satyavrata was saved by Lord Matsya. Since then, he became the ardent follower of Lord Matsya. Even today, he is currently residing in Bharata Varsha, worshipping Lord Matsya. So like that. Then, in Hiranmaya Varsha, Aryama. Aditi gave birth to 12 Adityas. One of the Aditya is Aryama. Aryama is currently residing in Hiranmaya Varsha, worshipping Lord Kurma. Bhudevi, the deity personified of the entire Bhumandala. Bhudevi stays in Kuru Varsha. She is worshipping Lord Varaha. Because during Swayambhu Manvantara, Bhumandala fell into Garbhodaka ocean, Lord Varaha lifted. During Chakshusha Manvantara just now, the Matsya told na, that because of the Pralaya, Bhumandala fell into Garbhodaka ocean. And after that, in order to rescue, Lord appeared as Neela Varaha and lifted the Bhumandala. And Mother Bhudevi staying here and worshipping Lord Varaha. And next, Hari Varsha. Prahlad Maharaj, Lord Narsinga told, please let us go back to Godhead. Prahlad said, I cannot come. Unless until all the conditioned souls are delivered, I cannot come to spiritual world. He is staying here. He is staying in Hari Varsha, worshipping Lord Narsinga Dev. Unless until all of us are going back to Godhead, he cannot go back to Godhead. If at all anybody has any compassion upon Prahlad Maharaj, please go back to Godhead. Only if all of us go back to Godhead, then Prahlad Maharaj goes back to Godhead. Otherwise, he will stay back here only. Till then. Then, in Kimpurusha Varsha, all the Vanaras who assisted Lord Ram, they are all currently staying there. Out of the 8 Chiranjivas, one more Chiranjiva is Hanumanji. When Lord Rama was going back, he asked Hanumanji, Hanumanji, chalo, let us go back to Vaikunta. So Hanumanji said, what do you mean by going back to Vaikunta? That means you give up the material body and you will attain spiritual form and you will remain in the spiritual world and serving me. Then Hanumanji said, why should I give up material body? This form is also as good as spiritual because you embraced it. You already made it spiritual. Why should I give it up? And I'm doing same thing here also. I will do the same thing there also. Let me do here only. Why should I come all the way there? So Hanumanji remained here. Along with Hanumanji, all the Vanaras also remained here. They are all staying together in Kimpurusha Varsha, continuously worshipping Lord Ram. Even today, if you want to meet him, you can go and meet him there. Bhima met him there on the top. During Vanavas, Pandavas went to Himalayas. Bhima met him there on top of this Himalaya mountain. And then in Bharata Varsha, in the greater Himalayas, there Naranara and Rishis are performing tapasya from the beginning of the day of Brahma. Naranara and Rishis are the children of Dharma and Murti. Murti was the daughter of Daksha and Akuti. Akuti ne, Prasuti. Daksha's 16 daughters, out of 16, 13 were given in marriage to Dharma. The 13th daughter was Murti. She gave birth to Narana Rishis. Since the beginning of the day of Brahma, they are performing tapasya there for the well-being of the entire universe. And Narada Muni is their devotee. And Narada Muni is worshipping Narana Rishi in Bharata Varsha for our well-being. So this is how in all these places, all these different personalities are performing their devotional service. And others who are visiting these places, they are simply enjoying. Now, while introducing Ilavrata Varsha, Bhāgavata mentions one simple point. Here there is only one male, Lord Shiva. All others are female. By mistake, any male enters here, they become female. At one point of time, Sudyumna, Shraddhadeva's son, Sudyumna, unknowingly went here, all the way up to Ilavrata Varsha, nearby main Mount Meru, transformed into female. He became Ila. Buddha married Ila and begot a son, Pururava. That's how Chandravamsha began. But this condition applies only to this mountain area, not entire Ilavrata Varsha. This is the mountain range where Kailash and Karavira is there. This is where Rudra stays. In this mountain area, anybody enter, they will transform into female. Rest of the Ilavrata Varsha, anybody can come. The reason is, it is here all the Devatas and Asuras came and took this mountain. No one transformed into female. In that. Even Devahuti was taken by Kardama to all these places. They visited all these places. Kardama did not transform into female. So in that way. So like this, there is a comparative analysis between Bharata Varsha and other 7 Deepas, 7 Varsha, other 8 Varshas of Jambu Deepa and the remaining 6 Deepas, the Bhumandala. That's how the discussion is there. So till now, we have been discussing about how Brahma divided the lotus into 14 divisions and made it 14 planetary systems. And in the Bhumandala, how Priyavrata divided the Bhumandala into 7 Deepas. Within those Deepas, there are so many Varshas. And then there is Jambudipa. Within Jambudipa, there are 9 mountains dividing the Jambudipa into 9 Varshas. Among the 9 Varshas, Bharata Varsha is Karma Bhumi. Remaining all are Swarga, Bhauma Swarga. So now everything has been presented. Only one thing is remaining is Bharata Varsha. So before entering into Bharata Varsha, let us break for a while. Let us open for some questions. Devotees have a lot of questions. Till now, whatever we discussed, based on that, any questions are there? And by the way, those who want to stretch out and you want to go out also can come back. But we'll take questions.
Can a resident of one Varsha go to another Varsha under a criteria?
Maybe other Varshas, they can go and come back. They can't stay there.
They become guest.
Yeah. Already you are guest here. Whichever Varsha they went, that is, they are already guest. If you want to visit some other place, you can visit and come back. But you cannot stay there.
Krishna Prabhuji. In Bhagavad Gita, I've heard that when Krishna says Prapya Punya Krutam Lokanushitva Shashvati, there's difference between that and Kshine Punya Martya Lokam Vishanti, because here he says Shashvati Samaha. So there
long time.
So there I've heard that when yogis, this the path of yoga and going to Svargaloka is different from acquiring material piety and going to Svargaloka, because there Krishna says Shashvati, so there they can stay till the time they run out of the, not run out, they stay till the time they have that desire to enjoy over there. But here they have to come back as soon as they run out of the pious credits.
Okay.
Is it true? That I wanted to check with you according to the cosmology point of view.
See, if this temple sends you to America, okay, for 1 month, outside somebody going to America for 1 month only, what is the difference? You going to America and they are going to America? Is there any difference? There is a lot of difference. You go to America, but in America you stay in ISKCON temple, you be interacting with the devotees, you are always involved in devotional activities. But other people, they go to America, they go on sightseeing, they want to eat in different restaurants here and there everywhere. That is the difference. A person with a desire to go to Swarga performs all the yajna, dana, tapa, they go there to enjoy. They enjoy and come back when their piety is over. But when the yogi already is this is 6th chapter, Ashtanga Yogi. Yogi is already detached. He already given up a material enjoyment. But since he did not perfect yoga, temporarily was sent to Swarga. He will stay in the midst of all the opulences, but he is indifferent to all the opulences. And he'll come back. And even though he is there, he will continue to perform his sadhana only. Just like a devotee, when he goes to West, he will continue to practice his sadhana only.
And both of them, do they go first to Divya Swarga, then come to Bhoma Swarga, then come back, or is it like that? Is that the general thing, or?
No, this is Swargi Naam is for those who are desirous of going to Swarga, who are desirous to enjoy. For them it is there. For yogi, we don't know so many details. So they go and come back. So, if at all they have a desire only, then they will go. They will not be sent just like that. Even a yogi practicing, there are 2 categories of yogis. Bhagavatam 2nd canto 1st chapter, we study about them. Some yogis are completely, they have no more attachment to this material world. They will never, even if they were sent to forcefully, they were sent to Swargaloka, they can't stay there. They will come back. But those still they have little bit inclination, they will go to Swarga and देखने के लिए जाते बस कैसे होता है इधर कैसे, not to enjoy, like that. That's all. Mike, please take the mic and speak.
Following on Prabhuji's question that if you can cross the Varsha, so Himalaya, this Mount Himalaya and the current Himalaya that we know of, are they same or are they
You
different?
need to wait for 20 more minutes. In 20 minutes, we will reveal that.
So I have
whether they
another question. So Maharaj Bhagirath
Okay.
brought
Anyway,
Bhagirathi.
you ask. This Himalayas dimensions are 2000 yojanas in width, 10,000 yojanas in height, and 70,000 yojanas in length. If they're same or not is up to you. I will not roll anything. Oh, Himalaya say. Yes, yes.
And
Any other
Prabhuji, one more question. Like you said, Bhagirathi had to get Bhagirath had to get Bhagirathi.
Yes.
So Alakananda was already there. He could have just taken them there.
No. That time Alakananda was not there, and that's why he brought it.
Oh,
That's what I told. Ganga is called Rupantare Navati. Now Ganga is there. Wait, no. It will be there only for 5,000 more years. After it will no more be there. It is said that in this Kali Yuga it will be there only for 10,000 years. Already 5,000 over. For 5,000 more years, Ganga will be there. In the remaining Kali Yuga, Ganga won't be there. In order to bring Ganga back again, one more Bhagirath should come back. From the beginning of Kali Yuga.
Beginning of Kali Yuga.
Yes, Prabhuji.
It's not beginning of the appearance of
No.
Lord Chaitanya.
Beginning of Kali Yuga, 5,000 is over, 5,000 more years are pending.
That means golden age also 5,000 years.
Yes.
No, he says that's what he says.
That
Says
is our
not a-
devotees. They are like out of Bhava, they say 5,000 more years.
So, okay.
Only questions.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. So this Satya Treta Dwapar Kali Yuga, it is there in the Divya Swarga also. I must.
As of now, put on hold. We'll discuss.
Okay.
In due course of time, we'll reveal that.
Okay. And the lifespan also,
Ah.
we hear this Satya has 1 lakh,
Yes.
10,000, then 1,000 and 100. So is it only for this
We'll
Bharata
discuss.
Varsha?
We'll discuss. Already over, na?
Hare
Let
Krishna.
other shastras-
Prabhuji, you mentioned like you will tell later why half part of that Bhumandala is dark and half part is.
We'll discuss, Prabhuji. It will come. Yes.
Prabhuji, two more questions. So you said original residents of Swargaloka and then others who do
Visitors.
pious activity, they
Ah.
go. So who are the original residents?
Devatas.
Because there is this question that how many numbers of demigods are also there, like 33 crores or 33. So that confusion is also there.
No. 3.3 crore Devatas are there. Devatas means that many MPs are there. Government, that many MPs are there in the official post. But Indra is there. Indra not only Indra. Indra's wife is there. Indra's children are there. Indra's family members are there. Indra's servants are there. So many things are there. 3.3 crore administrative Devatas are there. Okay?
They are the original residents.
They and their family members.
Yes. And Prabhuji, then you showed the chart where Bharata, like this whole chart you showed of Meru, where different Varshas, different authorities are worshipping the Lord in different forms.
Yes.
So in the Avarana also, Bhudevi worships Varaha.
Varaha.
Yeah. So how in two places is there?
Where?
In the 8 coverings of the universe,
Oh,
Avarana.
that covering. That is a different thing. Here, at least in Jambudipa, she is worshipping in Uttarakuru Varsha, Lord Varaha.
So she is simultaneously there in both places.
Can be there, na? She is Devata. She is not ordinary person like you and me.
She can expand. Like
Obviously. Yes. Take the mic.
You said that Vyavasthita Manu is currently
Loud.
Vyavasthita Manu is currently staying the 7th Manu in that Varsha.
Yes.
But although he was earlier the resident of Bhumandala, but now he's staying there. I mean,
He is in Vanaprastha now. He is performing tapasya there.
but how is it living for so long? I mean, he has to live for 1 month.
Manu is as good as a Devata. His lifespan is 1 Manvantara. Only Manu, the first king alone, lives like that long. His children can go back to Godhead. Like Ikshvaku went back to Godhead, Katvanga went back to Godhead, Arichandra went back to Godhead. All generations after generation, they went back to Godhead, but he remains there. Because his duty is meant for 1 Manvantara. He cannot give up his duty in between.
But who become general demigod? Like you said, someone go for enjoyment and the 10,000 they come back. But then who live in?
If somebody want to become Indra, they need to perform 100 Ashwamedha Yajnas. Those who perform 100 Ashwamedha Yajnas, they will become Indra and they will stay there in that loka for 1 Manvantara. For everyone, there is a particular process, then they will become that particular devata. We may not know so many details. It is there.
Prabhuji, Dhruva Maharaj,
Ah,
he went back to Godhead in the Bhagavatam. It is said, no, Vaikuntha plane came.
ah. Vaikuntha plane came and took him to Vishnupada.
Vishnupada.
That is also Vaikuntha only, na? Lord Vishnu is about wherever Lord Vishnu, there is Vaikuntha only.
So
He is there only. He is not a
Okay.
Baddha Jiva. He is already liberated.
okay.
But since he asked, what he asked? Padam Tribhuvanoskrishtam. Because he was a Kshatriya, stepmother told, you can't sit in the lap today, tomorrow you cannot sit in the throne. So what to speak of this throne? I want to sit on the topmost throne of the entire universe. उनको मिल गए topmost throne of the entire universe. Because he performed tapasya so severely, Lord gave that long service.
His mother also came with him in the same abode, or
Yeah, not only mother, his mother, his two wives, their children, their children, their children, his entire family, the 21 generations are there in Dhruva now.
Oh.
They are all assisting Dhruva in managing the universe.
Okay.
Entire family is assisting Dhruva in managing the entire universe. It is a family business.
Prabhuji, this Devatas you said all will go back to Godhead.
Yes, all the principal
We
devatas
have
will go back
heard
to
that
Godhead.
Karma Mishra most.
That is our Acharya's bhava.
Oh,
Our Acharyas say, there one more point also. Prabhupada says, na, wherever you go, 14 planetary system, there is Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi everywhere. Okay? There is no Mrityu. First of all. In Svargaloka, there is no Mrityu. Huh? That's why it is called Amara. Amara means Amara. No one dies there. What happens? You are supposed to stay there for 10,000 years. 10,000 years ke baad, ek din, you are simply pushed out. You will fall down from there, that's all. You will not leave behind any dead body there. No one dies there. In our place, people die. We see the dead bodies. But in Svargaloka, there is no one sees any death, but that's why it is Amara. And you are born in 48 minutes, you are 16 years old. You remain 16 years old till that last point. You will never become old. No one will have white beard. They will remain youthful only for their entire lifespan. And they don't have to go to hospitals like us. Only when they make a mistake, they were cursed to go through some problem. Otherwise, when they take part in the battle, their body limbs are injured. That time, Ashwini Kumaras will take care of them. No one will get heart attack, no one will get cancer, no one will get headache, no one will get a fever. This will not happen in heaven.
Krishna Prabhu,
Oh.
this Bhagavatam 11.5.48, it is mentioned that Duryodhana attained liberation because he was able to remember the Supreme Lord. This is like quote from Garuda Purana. So how do we understand?
Bhagavatam mein Duryodhana attained liberation? No, I don't think so.
Mentioned in the purport, Garuda Purana, that even foolish sinners like Shishupal and Duryodhana who abused the Supreme Lord.
No, that is
Simply
spelling
by-
mistake. Shishupal Dantavakra. That is not Duryodhana. It is supposed to be Dantavakra. I have to correct it. Duryodhana did not attain. Dantavakra attained.
Okay.
They went back to Godhead.
But
And-
but
And there's one more question that when Trivikrama touched the covering, it is not the causal ocean, but it is the second covering from where the water came.
No,
Because there are
causal
seven-
ocean. It is told clearly causal ocean.
So
only.
that penetration was all the way till the causal
Yes,
ocean.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
fine. Thank you.
other sampradayas, I have heard this also, that they say that it is the water in the shell of the universe. So I was wondering whether this also happened in another kalpa, or is this the only source of Ganga? Or?
See, when an ordinary person does something, we may say, okay, second layer water came. But Lord himself is doing, there is a possibility that causal ocean water can come. Lord can do everything. Kartum, akartum, sarvata kartum. So since it is in relation to Supreme Lord, so we can accept causal ocean.
Also,
If
on
it
the
is coming from the water layer only, that may not have so much power. Since it is coming from the causal ocean, it has that absolute power of purification. If whoever comes in contact with Ganga, they'll certainly get purified. Because it is causal ocean. As we discussed yesterday, causal ocean is nothing but Vedanga Purushas Sweda. So in that way.
Also, you were mentioning that like Bhishma Deva, that Vasu part, he goes to Swargaloka. But and that is the, from what I have understood and heard, that is the version of Mahabharata, where the Pandavas also are seen only as the Devata portions and they go back to their respective Devata planets. But the Bhagavatam version is that, how all the Pandavas attained Vaikuntha Dham. So I think Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur has mentioned that it is the Devatamsha that goes to the Devata Loka and the Parshadamsha goes to the
All these people are split personality. There are two souls are there in one body. Bhishma is one, Nitya Bhakta is there, and Vasu is there. Vasu went to Swarga, the Nitya Bhakta went to spiritual world. And Arjuna is Nara also, is Indra also. So Indra went to Sargaloka, Nara went to Badrikashram. So like that, everyone has split two personalities. Even Karna also have two personalities. Sahasra Kavacha is there, Surya also is there. Surya went to Swarga, Sahasra Kavacha went to Naraka.
And the same be applied for Duryodhana. One Amsha went to Naraka.
But who is the second Amsha in Duryodhana?
Because he is also part of the Leela, and I don't know.
No, Duryodhana is outrightly Asura only, the Kali Purusha. Kali Purusha.
But for Putana, this is definitely said. By Madhvacharya has quoted that one Amsha is Urvashi, and she is the one who has that goodness. The other one is I think some demoness Tataka.
Yeah, if there is a demoniac soul, they will certainly go to their respective destiny. If there is a devotee soul, definitely they'll go back to Godhead. So
But then Bhagavatam also glorifies Supreme Lord being so kind. Ahambato Sthanak, that verse wherein, so you are so merciful that you gave Putana the position of this one, Gopi in Goloka. If it is not the demoness, if it is just Urashi or the pious soul, then how is it that?
no, actually not Urasi. Urasi is still there in the Svargaloka now. Urasi did not go to any spiritual world. She is there. Here, actually, the aspect of Ratnamala comes into picture. Ratnamala is the younger sister of Bali Maharaj. When Vamana came to the sacrificial arena to ask for the charity, she developed a motherly affection for the Vamana. So she appeared as Putana. That's how it is mentioned. So, in any case, see, Bhagavatam point of view, Bhagavatam speaks about even though somebody is lowest of the low, but by Lord's mercy, they can attain the highest of the high. They can attain the position of mother of Krishna also. That is possible. It is not that Lord cannot give. At the same time, the different acharyas also talk about, because the principle of karma is so stringent here, they want to make sure that karma works. Even if you come in contact with the Supreme Lord also, there is element of karma is there. Karma principle is so sensitive. You need to tackle with very sincerely. So in that way, they also explain this interpretation. So we can take both also. We can take even the Asura portion also attained liberation and went back to God. That also we can take. Just like Prabhuji said, like Bhagavatam says that Prabhupada writes that everyone in the Kurukshetra battle went back to Godhead. Yes, from one aspect, everyone went back to Godhead, but that everyone includes whoever was really appreciating Lord Krishna being present in front of them. Definitely they have gone back to Godhead. But personalities like Duryodhana, we cannot say that Duryodhana and Kauravas also attained the spiritual world. Yes, Lord can award them spiritual world, not spiritual world, but they can award them Sayajya Mukti. But Lord has not awarded. If that is the case, everyone, then Lord can award, but whether Lord has awarded or not, also important. He can award everyone entry into spiritual world, but he unnecessarily does not take everyone to spiritual world. If they don't want to come, why would he forcefully take them to spiritual world? So that is also there.
Hare
Yes,
Krishna,
Malik.
Prabhu. So you mentioned like Dhruvalok was earlier Vishnu Loka, right?
Yes.
So if you see the structure of the universe, it is below the Satyaloka. I mean, naturally, one natural thinking is that as we progress upwards, that's when the piety or the consciousness increases, right? So Vishnu Loka is below the Satyaloka. Any reason mentioned or any way to understand it?
No, not exactly like that, because we will discuss this point maybe tomorrow. Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapaloka, Satyaloka. There the yogis are residing. what maintenance you can offer to the yogis? All the Jivan Muktas are there. What kind of facilities you can award to them? What kind of rules and regulations you can apply to them? आप क्या कर सकते हैं उसके लिए? कुछ करने की जरूरत नहीं. They are always sitting in yoga. They don't need food. They don't need shelter. They don't need any clothing. They don't want anything else. What maintenance will offer to them? So literally, though no maintenance is required for upper four lokas, and below asura lokas are there, Atala, Vitala, Sutala. Even though you may go to offer some maintenance, they will never accept your maintenance. आप कौन है maintenance देने के लिए? मैं भगवान हूँ, मैं खुद भगवान हूँ. So they will not take any maintenance. Only three lokas are taking maintenance: Bhuloka, Borloka, Sargaloka. So the in charge of the maintenance is just above Sargaloka. If he stays top, फायदा नहीं, बीच में जरूरत नहीं. So he is staying nearby only. If you have to maintain people, you have to stay around along with them. You can't stay at foreign land and you want to maintain. That is not work. That does not work. So it is like he stays close to us where maintenance is required. That's why I said, na, all the sages are there in the upper planets. But to teach us Karma Yoga day in, day out, the Satyarishis, they stay close to us. They stay in Svargaloka only so that they can interact with us, they can observe what's happening, and they can, whenever there is a need, immediately they can act. If you are nearby. If you are very far, very difficult. So that could be one of the.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, this Bhuloka and Bhumandala, what is the difference exactly?
Both are same. Both are same.
Both are same.
Bhuloka and Bhumandala are synonym to each other.
Okay. And one more question I have is regarding that Ram Setu discussion which happened. So Prabhuji was mentioning that there is a Setu which we can see. So that is not what it actually were built by the Vanaras?
No, it was the same Setu only. It was going via Sri Lanka and it will continue to up to Lanka. But Lanka we cannot see now. It is not a abode meant for human beings. It is a abode meant for Rakshasas. So we cannot see it.
So that Setu is also not visible, which connects Sri Lanka and Lanka.
Yes, that we can't see.
Okay, just one more quick question, Prabhuji. So you were mentioning about Yajna, Dana and Tapa. And in that you mentioned that if someone is doing this in the mode of goodness, then they will be going to Swarga. And then eventually after living there for some years, they will again come back as a Brahmana in Bharat Varsha. So if someone is doing Yajna, Dana, Tapa in mode of goodness, from a devotional perspective, they going to Swarga is a time waste for them, right? I mean, they should directly come to Bharatvarsha and become a Brahmana and go back home to Godhead. So why basically the system is made that someone is doing pious activities, they are being sent to Swargaloka, which is a distraction, full of distraction place for them. As a devotional perspective, I'm asking.
Because you have become devotee, you are speaking like that. See, how many people are there in Bangalore? Huh? You are working in a company? Currently you are working?
No, Ruji.
You are working in the past?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
How many employees were there in your company?
So different companies. Maybe you can take it as 100.
In your company only 100?
In previous company, it was a startup sort of.
Okay, like that. Maybe you could take a good company like Honeywell or some GE or etc. How many employees can be there in GE? Thousands of them will be there. Some devotees also might be there in that. Devotees are also doing job. Others are also doing job. Why devotees doing job? So that they can practice bhakti every day properly. Others are doing job. Why? So that they can enjoy in Bangalore and travel here and there everywhere. Sometimes they can go to abroad also, Switzerland, here and there, etc. They are also doing Yajna Tapa. He is also doing Yajna Tapa. They are doing it for their enjoyment. He is doing it for spiritual practices. So it is that one factor differentiates.
Okay. Yes, well.
Just like Yajna Tapa in the mode of goodness takes one to Swarga, same Yajna Dana Tapa in the mode of bhakti takes one to spiritual world. What is that Yajna for devotees? Yajnanam Japa Yajnosmi. What is that Dana for devotees? Shastra. Giving the knowledge of Shastra. What is that Tapasya for devotees? Following four regulative principles, following the tithis of Vaishnava Acharyas, Janma Tithi and Lord's appearance tithis, All these are tapasya. वो हो गया. Simple.
Yes.
Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. See, you were telling about Bhuloka and you are telling about Bharata Varsha. See, the globe which we have now, which we see.
Wait. We'll discuss about the globe next. That is the discussion. Now we'll go into. Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Prabhuji, you said that the in Swarga Loka, Swarga, they don't die there. There's no death. So when they pushed out, what happened to their body? Does they don't have body also?
Very good question. What happens to their body? Wait. From Swarga they come down. It is said that. So at least in this point, there is no discussion about coming to Bhama Swarga. For example, somebody gone to Swarga, they are supposed to come to Bharata Varsha. Their time is over, they are pushed down. So they are coming down from Swarga Loka. And the way, there is Bhur Loka. In the Bhur Loka, there are Yakshas, Rakshasas, Bhuta, Preta, Pishashas. They are very hungry. And those who are falling from the top of Swarga, they will see them and they will say that feast is coming. And they will catch them in the air, they will feast upon them. Because Yakshas, Rakshasas, Bhuta, Preta, Pishasha, they eat directly flesh and blood.
We should not do Punya Karma then.
That is a good choice. So, they will eat at the grass body. Leaving the grass body there, they will come down crying heavily. They will enter into clouds. They will take shelter of the clouds. In due course of time, the clouds will downpour in the form of rain. They will fall on the ground. Then they enter into the ground. Then they enter into the root of a tree. They enter into the plant. The plant, if there are different plants, some of them are leaf plants, some of them are fruit plants, some are flower plants, some of them are grain plants. Okay? Whatever it is. So the soul takes shelter of some grain or some leaf or some fruit or some flower. If that leaf or that flower is eaten by some living entity, suppose this jiva is supposed to become goat, the goat will come and the male goat will come and eat that leaf. Along with the leaf, the soul enters into the male goat, then eventually enters into the female goat and takes birth as a goat. If that jiva is supposed to become human being, the jiva enters into a grain plant, enters into the grain that will be eaten by man and enters into the womb of a mother and takes the birth as human being. Like that, the birth will happen.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Prabhuji, in the Dhruva Maharaj fight with the Yakshas and all, there we see Prabhupada addressing, and the shloka says like Kubera is the Punyajana.
Ah.
So here we are saying Yakshas are
Kubera is the leader of Yakshas. The Yakshas are of this category. See, even among Yakshas also, there are gradations are there. Like Yakshas, Rakshasas, as you described in the Ramayana, if you read Ramayana, they are very ghastly and looking and they are always eating all the sages, killing them and eating. They are there, some of them like that. Because that is their food, like Garuda. Garuda is Lord Vishnu's Vahan. But what is the food of Garuda?
elephants.
Any other living entities. He can eat snakes also, he can eat elephants also, like that. Same way, Yakshas, that is their food. That is how the Sushti is made. Their leader is our Kuvera. He is one of the important Devata. He has given the responsibility of taking care of the one of the 8 directions. So that is there. He is trying to keep the Yakshas under shelter. Like Lord Shiva is called Bhutanath. Lord Shiva is Algar Supreme Lord. But he is protecting all the Bhuta, Preta, Pishashas and Rakshasa Yakshas. So
Thank you.
Kuvera also somewhat like that only. He is taking care of them. He is from Asura family, but he is a devotee. No, he appeared as a son of Hiranyakashipu. Then he became the king of Patala Lokas. He ruled for some time. Then he gave the responsibility to his son Virochana. Since then he is residing here in Narivarsha. That I don't know where from he came. I don't know. That I don't know. I don't know. Right. Okay.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, ma'am.
Prabhu, you told Bilva Swarga.
Bila
What-
Swarga, not Bilva Swarga. Bila
Bila Swarga. See, in Bila Swarga, what luxury they will have, that is Naraka Loka. In
No,
that,
it is not Naraka. It is a abode meant for Asuras. Asuras are staying there. It is more opulent than that of Swarga.
means Swarga Loka means Divya Swarga is where Brahma lives.
No, no, no. Divya Swarga is Borloka and Sargaloka. Brahma lives in Satyaloka.
Okay, okay.
Opulence means all the facilities. The big
This
building.
is below the Bhuloka, no? This Bilva Swarga.
Wait. You see this picture.
Bila Swarga, sorry.
The Bila Swargas are inside the lotus leaf. They are the 7 caves inside the Bhumandala. Satyaloka is here. Swargaloka is here. This is Swargaloka and this is Bhuvarloka.
So
These,
where are the
these
three
two put together,
Swargas?
they are called Divya Swarga. Swargaloka and Bhuvarloka are called Divya Swargas.
Can you show once again which are the Divya Swargas, Prabhu?
This entire
Full, okay.
this
Okay.
entire area Divya Swarga.
Bhauma Swarga is?
This is Bhumandala is Bhauma Swarga.
Okay. Then
Bila
the
Swargas
Bilas.
inside the Bhumandala. These
Okay.
are the Bila Swargas.
Okay. So what comforts they will have in that place? Because according to Bhagavatam, what we have learned is all difficulties only in those.
That is in Naraka. In the Naraka, one will go through punishment. Bilasvargas are the opulent places. What opulence is there? The walls are made up of gold, bedecked with jewels. Their beds are made up of ivory coast. What else you want? And their entire body filled with all the jewelry like dramas you see, na? It's like that. The original gold, not the rolled gold.
So, but in Bhagavatam, what we study is like whoever has done Papa Karma, they will go to this Patala Guloka, Atala with the.
Below Patala, there is a Naraka. That's where they go. Sinful people go to Naraka Loka, not Patala Lokas.
Okay. Patala.
In order to go to the 7 Patala Lokas also, one need to perform Yajnadana Tapa in the mode of ignorance, with a desire to go there.
Okay.
Even Hiranyakashipu also has to perform 10,000 years tapasya to get the blessing from Lord Brahma. So like that, they also need to do some hard work to go there.
Prabhuji,
Ah.
Prabhuji, as you mentioned, ki in Kim Purusha Varsha Ramji and Hanuman was there. So
Not Ramji, Hanumanji is there. Hanumanji, all the Vanaras are there.
okay, so
They are worshipping Lord Rama.
Ramayana happened Bharata Varsha.
Kishkinda is here. For battle, they came here. After the Lord Rama left, they went to Kimpurusha Varsha. No, not this Chaturyuga. 24 Chaturyuga it happened. Below Patala. Patala is here, na? Just below Patala. That is also inside the Bhumandala only. That is the 8th cave. 8th cave. That is where it is.
Because you said that the prominent demigods, they are going back to Godhead like after this lifetime. Same with the other demigods of the above planetary system like Mahaloka, Janloka. Are they all going like they are all the perfected souls, or as you said, Jivan Mukta, they already are?
They are teachers, na? Teachers are already perfected. They will go back to Godhead after Brahma's life is over. After 100 years of Brahma.
So all the above 4
people,
planetary systems there.
Yeah.
And then in the Swarga, prominent demigods as you said, and the Bhuvarlok, they are not the perfected souls. In the Bhuvarlok,
in Bhuvarlok also Devatas are there, na? The Devatas are there both Sargaloka and Bhuvarloka. Gandharvas, Kinnaras, Kimpusha, they are there in the Bhuvarloka. They also administrators only. They will also go back to Godhead.
so they will also go. And this when a soul do pious karma, they go to Swarga, only Swarga, not any other loka.
No, Swargaloka or Bhuvarloka, according to their piety. When you appear for JEE, you get a good rank, you get admission in IIT. If you get lesser rank, you get NIT. Still lesser, university, local universities. So like that, same.
And not above. We cannot go to Janloka, Taploka.
For that, you need to perform Jnana Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga. The Jnana Yogis, Ashtanga Yogis go here. Karma Yogis go here. Like that.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
One question answers, we shall we discuss something. Time हो गया अभी 3:50 हो रहा है.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Last question.
Prabhuji, earlier you told us that human beings have to do bhakti for almost 100 years to get to go back to Godhead. But what will happen to them who started their serious bhakti in mid 30s actually?
No problem. 30 से 100 तक करने का.
100 is, I don't know how many years.
Okay, 30 से last birth तक करने का. That's why I said na, after coming in touch with ISKCON, we started bhakti. From there, see, मैं भक्तों के भक्तों की संगति में आ गया, तब से मैं अभी तक कर रहा हूँ. Before that, I don't know. When I know, I followed. That is the proof. So like that.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Bali Maharaj was sent to Sutala. Then was his Yajna Dana Tapa was in mode of ignorance?
Bali Maharaj did not go to Sutala.
He
He was sent by the Lord.
Oh.
Lord told, for this Manvantara I have made Puranjana as Indra. So why you want to become Indra now? You want to become Indra? You become next Manvantara. So till then you stay there. So Lord, like what you can say, put him on bench for some time.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Prabhuji, whenever the Lord descends, in which versa he descends? Is he descends on different versa? Like we have seen Hari Varsha Varsha, Kim Pursha Varsha.
Lord descends wherever his devotees call him. Wherever his devotees call him, that is where he will come.
Okay. In which versa Narsim Dev came?
Who called him?
Prahlada Maharaj.
Where he called him? So that is homework for you. Tell me tomorrow. From where he called, that is where Narsingadev appeared. Okay?
Prabhuji, can I ask one question? Sorry.
Quickly.
Quickly. Prabhuji, we've always said that we do not aspire to go to higher planets because of Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi. Now you're saying Mrityu Jara Vyadhi wahan hai nahi. They are continuing to worship the Lord and serve Him. And there are no difficulties. So even if they're living for that long, serving the Lord peacefully, then why shouldn't we go there?
Wait. Who is serving the Lord? Indra, Chandra, Varuna, Vayu are serving the Lord.
Huh.
Not those who by performing piety go to Swarga. They are not serving. They have gone there to enjoy.
That is just the Jivatmas who, like you said, lottery ticket mein chale gaye hain. Yeah. So they are not the ones who will stay for long. But so all the Devi Devtas, they are serving the Lord there. So it's not as bad as we thought. I mean, I always thought Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi, it's, not to go there. But now it seems not a bad proposition.
But one should be highly careful. Just like here we have a temple. All of us are practicing bhakti. How many of us here, about some 50 devotees are there, held some responsibility in this temple? How many devotees here held some serious responsibility in this temple? Continuous responsibility. Not once in a week or every day in day-to-day responsibility. How many of us holding here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all. They have to stay here till the end of their last breath, taking the responsibility. Unless until they get transferred to go to some other place, they continue to be in the responsibility as long as they are here. But all others are free. They can go back to God tomorrow only. They can't give up the responsibility because they have taken the responsibility to provide facility for all other people to practice bhakti. Either you can stay and you can go back to God tomorrow also, no problem. But they cannot go. They have to fulfill their vow. Then only they can go back to God. Something like that. What they are doing is also bhakti. What you are doing is also bhakti. You are free to do bhakti the way you want. But they are busy with their duties. Indra, sitting on the Indrasan, is very vigilant always. That's why the problem is all about always. Because he want to serve the Lord by being the Indra. Whenever somebody is performing tapasya, he thinks that they are taking away my service. Because they want my throne. My throne gone means my seva gone. Like some devotees who are in the in charge position, when they were removed from that position, they feel bad or not? Because they are happy serving in that position. So that is they always want to protect that position because they want to serve the Lord in that capacity. So that's what Indra does. Whenever there is some obstacle, he tries to put some impediments. So you want to take away my service, don't do that. So I will test you, something like that. In that way, we have to see. So they need to be very vigilant because position may there is a guarantee that there is a 119% of possibility of making mistakes, offending somebody. So that will make them take the responsibility. Indra, for no reason, he had to kill Vishwarupa. If we don't kill Vishwarupa, and tomorrow the Asuras become more powerful and they will be dethroned. Indra जानते हुए Uttarasura को मारना पड़ा. He does not want to kill Uttarasura because he knew Uttarasura is a great devotee. He is much better than me. How can I kill him? But he was forced to kill. For what purpose? So that the entire universe can be in a safe condition. Personally, never do it. If Indra is taken out of his throne, if you put him on Vyasasan, he is the best speaker. You can never see such a best speaker. Because he's sitting on the throne, we only see mistakes. Because the position is like that. Not only he, even our temple president, our any in charge, we only see their mistakes. If you take them out of their position and put them on Vyasasan, they will speak very nicely. They will be glorified like a sannyasi. Yes, it is true. As long as they are a manager, even though they give best class, no one glorifies them. Only the mistakes as a manager, what there, that only comes in the front. This is the reality of this world. That's why we always undermine Indra, Devatas and all. These are all sense gratifiers, always after position, always interested in looking at the Lambas dance, Urosis dance, etc. etc. So they are part of their service. What can be done? No, we also see dances, na? Every Sunday there is cultural programs. Small kids come and dance. So Indra watching dance of Ramba Ursi is like that only. And their dances are not like sense gratification dances. They are performing only Lord's pastimes only. In the movie they show like that. But actually what is happening there different. So it is like that. What to speak of them? Even Krishnadeva Raya also had dancers. In his court, every day when the court would begin, the dance would perform. The dancers would perform dance, then the court would begin. First dancers would perform something. Then the Ashtadigajas, the 8 Kavis, would sing some glories of the Lord in their poetry. They had nice debates and all. Then the administration will start. It is their routine. Because there should be some enthusiasm to do some service. So it is part of that. There should be some entertainment. So when we also have now, we also have dramas, dance programs, and all these things are there. Recently, Nursing the movie came, all the devotees went on site. So it is like that. So there is nothing wrong. We just because Indra is watching all the dances, we cannot undermine him as a sensitive affair. It is part of their seva. That is granted by the Lord only. Lord Naranara and Rishi only produced Urvasi for Lord Indra as a gift. From his thighs he produced Urvasi for the pleasure of Indra. The Lord himself is giving her. So what is the problem in taking her? So in that way, we have to see. Okay, now exactly 4 o'clock. We will discuss Bharata Varsha completely today, without which I will not leave you. Okay, so till now, just one slide behind. We have seen this one, Jambudipa 9 Varshas. All the 8 Varshas have wonderful opulences. Only Bharata Varsha is Karma Bhumi. Now, within Bharata Varsha, there are 9 divisions. Bharatasya Varshasya Navabedan Nishamaya. In Bharata Varsha, there are 9 islands. Their names are Indradvipa, Kaseru, Tamravarna, Babastiman, Soumya, Nagadvipa, Gandharva, Varuna. 8 names are mentioned. 9th name is not mentioned. Why? Ayam tu Navamat Tesham Deepa Sagara Samruta. Yojananam Sahasrantu. Deepoyam Dakshinottarat. Actually, among the 9 divisions, the 9th division name is Bharata. As a result of that, whole area became Bharata Varsha. Other 8 have separate names. The 9th one is actually Bharata. As a result of that, whole thing is called as Bharata Varsha. And the dimensions of the 9th one are 1000 yojanas as you measure from south to north. It is closely connected to the ocean. It is on the ocean side. Now, let us see. And there are different names are mentioned for this in different scriptures. Somewhere it is called Bharata Khanda, somewhere it is called Navadvipa, somewhere it is called Sudarshana Dvipa. Any person who ever born in one of these 9 dvipas, he cannot go to other places. Because Vyasadeva is writing these scriptures at the beginning of Kali Yuga, at least in the current Kali Yuga, one cannot go from one place to other place. In the previous yugas, people would have gone, but in the current Kali Yuga, we cannot go from one khanda to other khanda. That is the limitation we have now. Now you see, Priyavrata's eldest son is Agnidra. Agnidra married Purachiti, begot 9 sons. He divided Jambudvipa into 9 divisions, gave them to 9 sons. They married 9 daughters of Meru, and eldest one is Nabi, married Meru Devi. They begot Lord Rishabha. So when Nabi was ruling, that land was known as Nabi Varsha. When Lord Rishabdeva was ruling, that land was known as Ajnaba Varsha. Rishabdeva had 100 sons, 81 Brahmanas, 9 Navayogendras, 9 Sannyasis, 10 Kshatriyas. So Bharata Maharaj is the overall monarch. He requested his 9 younger brothers to take care of the 9 divisions within Bharata Varsha. Tesham Navadvipa Patayo Asya Samantata. The 9 younger brothers of Bharata Maharaj taking care of the 9 dvipas in Bharata Varsha, and Bharata Maharaj is the overall ruler of Bharata Varsha. That's why the overall area became Bharata Varsha. Wait, Prabhuji, don't move on. I will tell you everything. So this is the division. This is the Bharata Varsha. This whole thing from here to your 9,000 yojanas is entire Bharata Varsha. In that, these are the 9 divisions. The blue line is the ocean, which is dividing that entire land into 9 islands, 9 dvipas. This is the first dvipa, second dvipa, third one, fourth one. This is the last one. The last one is the 9th dvipa. That one is Bharata Khanda. The overall area is Bharata Varsha. And this last one is Bharata Khanda, or Sudarshan Dvipa, or we can also say Bharata Dvipa. This is Bharata Dvipa, this is Bharata Varsha. So like that. So now, in the 9th division, within Bharata Khanda, okay, Vishnu Purana says, Purve Kirata Yasyante Paschime Yavana Smruta. In the east, there are Kiratas residing. In the west, Yavanas are residing. Where? In Bharata Khanda, not in Bharata Varsha. Within Bharata Khanda, in the eastern side, there are Kiratas. In the western side, there are Yavanas. In the east side, there are kingdoms like Kamarupa, Varissa, Kalinga, and Magadha. And then, in the south side, there are kingdoms like Marukas and Malavas. Some kingdoms' names are there. Okay, now, Chetvari Bharate Varshe. Now, this shloka talks about Bharata Varsha. In Bharata Varsha, what is there? Chetvari Yugantara Mahamune. There are 4 yugas. What are they? Kritam Treta Dvaparam Cha Kalis Cha Annetra Na Kvachit, which do not exist elsewhere. Satya Treta Dvapara Kali variation takes place only within Bharata Varsha. This will not happen anywhere in the rest of the universe. Only within Bharata Varsha we have Satya, Treta, Dwapara and Kali. Remains constant. That is Treta Yuga. All other Varsha, they have 10,000 years lifespan. In Bharata Varsha only, according to Yuga, our lifespan will change. Same thing is mentioned in Vayu Purana also, Siddhanta Shiromani also. There are 9 divisions everywhere. Markandeya Purana also says that karma is not enjoined anywhere else. The karma, that is the way it is applicable in Bharata Varsha, it is not like the other places. Here karma is very stringent. Other places, it is not so much. And here, people, both Mlechas and Aryans are residing at different places. This is called Karma Bhumi. It bestows everything according to one's Punya and Papa. These are the specialities of Bharata Varsha. And among the Bharata Varsha, there are 9 divisions. The 9th division is Bharata Khanda. Now, How does this Bharatkhanda look like? Okay. Bharatkhanda we saw 1000 yojanas in dimension as you know from north to south. There are 9 divisions that which is very close to ocean is called Bharatkhanda. So Sri Tiruvenkada Ramanuja Jiyar, he appeared in Sri Perambudur. Eventually, after taking sannyas, he was traveling all over. He came to Melkote. That is where he was studying Mahabharata. He came across certain verses from Mahabharata, based on which he draw a picture. This is his portrait. He was born in Maduramangalam next to Sri Perambudur, 1805. He was living all the way up to 1882. In Sri Perambudur, his ashram is still there. In that ashram, his ancestors are residing, not ancestors, for further generations, descendants. So Mahabharata shloka says, Sudarshanam pravakshami dvipam te kurunandana parimandalo maharaja dviposau chakra samsitaha. Sanjaya is speaking to Dhritarashtra. Dhritarashtra asks, my dear Sanjaya, please tell me who all participated in the battle. From which kingdoms they all came. Now Sanjaya is talking about kingdoms. From which are the countries they all came. Among the various kingdoms, there is a kingdom known as Bharatakanda. There is a place in that so small kingdoms. From there they all came. He's talking about that Bharatakanda. It has got another name, Sudarshana Dvipa, because it looks very beautiful. It looks circular from far when you see. That's why it's called as Sudarshana Dvipa. And it is attached to cyclic time, Satya, Treta, Dwapara, Kali, like that. So it is also called as Sudarshana Dvipa. Lord Sudarshana, Sudarshan Chakra, that means Kala Chakra. And then the word Parimandala in Sanskrit, it has different meanings. One meaning is circle, one meaning is disc, one meaning is sphere also. So here, our translators have taken the meaning as sphere. Parimandala means it is like a bale fruit. Bharatakanda, which is the 9th division of Bharata Varsha, is like the bale fruit. From far when you see, it looks like a disc. But when you go nearby, it looks like a bale fruit. Like this. Like this. Next. Vrikshai Pushpa Palopetai Sampanna Dana Danyavan. Rest of the universe, they have a lot of gold on the river bank only. They have a lot of opulences. Everything, all the food items are available in the form of water streams. But what is the wealth of the Bharata Kanda? The real wealth of Bharata Kanda is Dana Dhanyavan. Those who have Dhanya, they have real wealth. Those who don't have Dhanya, they don't have any wealth. Dhanya is the real wealth of Bharata Varsha. In order to produce Dhanya, there are so many plants, which are flower plants, fruit plants, and food grain plants, etc. etc. Lavanena Samudrena Samantat Parivarta. The entire land is surrounded by Lavana Samudra. And this entire land is filled with lot of trees, which are producing food grains, fruits, and flowers. Okay, that is the real wealth of Bharata Varsha, Bharatakanda residents. Yatacha Purusha Pasya Tadrishe Mukamatmana Evam Sudarshana Dvipo Drishyate Chandramandale. Every day morning, we get up, take bath, wear clothes. Then the most important thing is applying tilak. We see our face in the mirror and apply tilak. Yes, our face also like a sphere. When we see in the mirror, we can see the front part of the face. Okay. Same way, this spherical Bharatakanda want to see himself. He will take moon as a sphere, moon as the mirror. He sees his own face in the moon. Okay. Then, Viramshe Pipalas Tatra, front side, when you see his own face, it looks like 2 people tree leaves. People tree, Ashwatha Vriksha, 2 leaves. Pipalas means plural. Dviramshesha Shesho Mahan. On other side, there is a people tree leaf also, and also there is a great rabbit, Shesho Mahan. Front side, 2 people tree leaves. Back side, people tree leaf plus rabbit. अपने आप को मून में देख रहे हैं. सर्वौषधि समाव्यापय सर्वता परिभ्रमिता. Other than this people tree leaf and rabbit, rest all is all water. And also some vegetation here and there. आपस्ततो अन्य विज्ञेय एष संक्षेप उक्षते. Remaining all is water. So now Sri Tiruvenkad Ramanuji are studying all these things. Draw the picture. First side, 2 people tree leaves. Second side, 1 people tree leaf, 1 rabbit, and some vegetation here and there. So he was little bit wondering what is this, what it is hinting at. Then he was moving around. He came in, he went other side. Okay. This is Mahabharata. 5,000 years back it is written about Bharata Kanda, which is one of the 9th portion of the Bharata Varsha. Okay. Now where are we located? In which Dvipa America comes in? In which Varsha Sri Lanka comes in? Bharata Kanda is not Bharata Varsha. This entire thing is Bharata Varsha. This is Bharata Kanda.
Their names were
Not
Like
sons,
the-
younger brothers.
younger brothers. Their names were looking like the other Varshas, no? But Ketu, all that. But they were given charge of one.
Not necessarily always names need to follow the land.
Okay.
Sometimes they are same, sometimes they may not be same. So it's like that. This is the way, this is the place where we are located. Somebody says the entire earth is only spherical globe. Somebody says the entire earth is flat. Not like that. Bharata Kanda is spherical, Bhumandala is flat. And both are there. The flat Bhumandala is there, spherical Bharata Kanda is also there. Both of them are simultaneously existing. Sri Tiruvenkad Ramanuji not only drew this picture, he also draw the picture of the entire universe. This is his complete picture. Here we have Bharata Kanda picture. This is our entire universe picture. These are in layers. These are upper planetary systems. Here is the pole star. Here is Mount Meru. Here is Bharata Kanda. This is Manasutra mountain. Here is Sun's chariot. These are the different dvipas and oceans. These are 7 lower planetary systems. The 8 elephants and Shesha holding the Bhumandala. These are 7 outer layers. This is the chariot of the sun with 1 wheel. These are all the planets and their respective devatas. This is solar eclipse and lunar eclipse, how it is happening and all. So like that. He also drew the planets which are there in the Borloka and Sargaloka. All the planets are in the Borloka and Sargaloka. They are not in the Bhuloka. Bhumandala is not a planet. Our Earth globe is also not a planet. Okay? Because here you see, this Bharata Kanda is part of Bharata Varsha. Bharata Varsha is part of Jambudipa. Jambudipa is part of Bhumandala. Now tell me, how the earth will spin around itself and how the earth will move around sun? कैसे होगा सबके साथ? हाँ? Bhagavatam never ever says earth is moving. Gati pradana iti graha. Grahas are constantly moving. There are navagrahas only. Anywhere in India, any Lord Shiva temple you go, there are navagrahas. Among them, there is no earth. Earth is not a graha.
But country, when it is day, the west side there is night. But when if we see this picture, Prabhuji, it is the one side of Tasmeru mountain. So both places would be in night, no, Prabhuji?
Good question. We'll discuss tomorrow morning. We'll discuss that. No problem. Tomorrow morning. So, but anyway, now you are understanding how are we connected to the entire universe? The universe consists of 14 loka. There is Bhuloka. In that Bhuloka, there are 7 Dvipas. In that, there are Jambudvipa. In that 9 Varsha, there is Bharata Varsha. In that, there are 9 Kandas. There is Bharata Kanda. That Bharata Kanda is our Earth globe. They are in Bhurloka, Sargaloka above. This is Bhumandala. This is the Bhumandala plane. Here Bhurloka is there, Sargaloka is there. Here the planets, nakshatras, everyone is there only in the Bhurloka. They are all there only in the Bhurloka, Sargaloka. They are there. Huh? Ask them. You don't ask them, you ask here. What is this? And they say you accept and you never question, and you are questioning us. When I say earth is not moving, you questioning me so many questions. When they said since childhood, earth is spinning around, moving around, did you ever ask question? You never gone to school? School में पढ़ा नहीं? हाँ, बस हो गया, वीडियो देख लिया, मान लिया. You never ask question. Now I am showing and you are asking me questions. So many questions. Oh, what is this? हाँ हाँ है, ऊपर है, स्वर्ग में है.
Satellite, it went to the south tip of the moon.
Okay.
They say like that. So naturally, it is going out of Earth into some orbit. So they can say we came out of Earth. Why are we not able to see this Kim Purusa Varsha and other Varshas, the Meru mountain?
First of all, why you want to see? Why you want to see?
People can ask, Prabhuji, we are not able to see. So
Why you want to see?
To get some pratyaksha pramana for.
Okay. Good question. By the way, all of you remember what are the kind of mountains were there in Bharata Varsha? There is already gold mountain is there, Mount Meru is there. Adjacent to that, diamond mountains were there, silver mountains are there, golden mountains were there. Okay, just if you know mathematics, calculate. 2000 yojanas width, 10,000 yojanas length, 10,000 yojanas height. 2000 into 10,000 into 10,000. This is the volume of a mountain. How much gold can be there in that? And this mountain, 84,000 yojanas year to year, 16,000 year, 32,000 year. How much could be the conical volume? How much gold can be there? Lot of gold. And there is a river, and the river bank there is gold is formed every day. Unlimited gold will be formed. Now, for example, to our dear Prabhu, if we give access, if we give him visa, please go to Ilavrata Varsha. Okay?
No need
People
America.
like us, if they go to Ilavrata Varsha, Ilavrata Varsha will become history. In the past, there is a place called Ilavrata Varsha. There used to be a Mount Meru. There used to be Mandara Mountain, Meru Mandara Mountain, Suparshva and Kumuda and all. And they are made up of gold, silver and some diamond mountain, 20 diamond mountains used to be there. Now, where are they? This Prabhuji gone and usurped everything. Just like Britishers came to India and looted everything. If Kali Yuga people were given access to Ilavrata Varsha, the next day Ilavrata will become history. That's why the merciful Lord made two things. First of all, Lord does not allow anybody to believe in Ilavrata Varsha. First of all, they don't accept that Ilavrata Varsha existing only. They will simply dismiss, yeah, sab jhoot hai, sab mythology karke. And second thing, Lord never gave even sensual visual perception also. Then what to speak of going there? Because Lord knows Kali Yuga person is the worst person in the history. Even Hiranyakashipu, he expressed his authority over the place. He did not loot. But Kali Yuga person, he loots first. Whether you may get power or not, but he loots first. He is expert in looting. That's why Lord does not give access to all these places. Forget it. Whether you accept that does not matter. Going. Going, why not? They should go or not? Satellite went to moon. Human did not go to moon.
How it is?
Yes, Prabhuji. Mike, you please better take mic.
Prabhu, the spherical globe that you're showing is actually floating, or is it connected from the bottom? That's one question. It's a long answer, huh?
Not long answer. We'll see. If time permits, we'll discuss
That's
now.
one.
Otherwise, tomorrow we'll discuss.
And also, if it's connected, is that one of the reason why flights cannot fly over South Pole?
Yeah, such kind of assumptions only we are taking now. So we'll discuss. Maybe in a couple of slides, that subject will come. We'll discuss.
Prabhu, Hare Krishna. See here now you told Bhuloka is such a big area and we are in this Bharatakanda. So only people who are in Bharatakanda will be given the chance to do devotion and go back home, back to Godhead.
No. Bhakti is there everywhere. But this place is specially designed for Bhakti. One can practice Bhakti in India also. One can practice Bhakti in America also.
No, I'm not asking in...
No. I'm just giving a corresponding example.
Okay.
So other places are like America, where full of opulence is meant for enjoyment. But in the midst of that, practicing Bhakti is thoda difficult.
So in all other places of Bhuloka, practicing Bhakti is difficult.
Little difficult. And they have to practice Bhakti for a long time, as long as their lifespan is there. In Bharatakanda, small lifespan, small Bhakti, go back to Godhead.
So in this pole of Bhuloka, we are the luckiest then. And being the disciples of Prabhupada, are the most luckiest.
If we utilize it, we are lucky.
We are utilizing because you are teaching us so much, no?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Prabhu, I have one question, Prabhu. Prabhu, when we are actually looking for satellite when they are going around the Earth, like what we are calculating is that Earth is rotating a particular like 15-degree per day. So that's what we take, and that tells us that Earth is moving, and also Moon also when we look up around that, because based on those calculations only the satellites and spacecrafts are going. So like how do we say for that? Because scientifically it is that Earth is moving. Because I myself have done some simulation for OG based, so
it is a programming, na? You can program the way you want. There is no absolute constraint in the program. Everything is a relative. Program is your man-made only.
When we are sending information to the satellite and receiving it back on those are based on those calculations only.
Yes, there are two objects. Of the two, one is moving, one is stationary. So which one is moving, which is stationary, who will decide? Which one is moving, which one is stationary, who will decide?
We will only decide.
Whoever has power, they will decide.
Like on our calculation, we are deciding that this particular object is moving and the other
because
object is
the premise is already made. That's what we studied in the school. That's what has been established already in the previous scientists community. You cannot change it now. If you want to change it, they will throw you out of your job.
But Prabhuji, like when that is like a Pratyaksh Praman is what we can say, because we are seeing the satellite. Even recently when we launched one satellite, Aditya L1, which is like looking towards the sun. So based on the calculation that
is satellite stationary?
The calculation that it is also revolving around the sun with the same orbit time as Earth, and it is situated right in the middle of
There are 3 points: Earth, Sun, and satellite.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So one of the 3 you have to put constant. The same calculations you can make by keeping Sun as a constant or Earth as a constant also. It is simply mathematics only. उसमें कुछ absolute constant नहीं. It's all mathematics.
So what do we say, that Earth is moving or Earth is stationary?
Now I am asking why Earth should move. Why Earth should move? We never thought like that. In India, we are not trained to cross question. In India, we are trained, just believe it. Sun moving, sun moves. Because sun goes up and down, Uttara and Dakshina, that's why climate is changing.
And only if there's a rotational object based on the escape velocity, satellite just been pushed into space can maintain a certain distance with an object and continue to rotate. Orbital velocity, yeah.
So that means, according to the theory of centrifuge, theory of escape velocity, it is clear that the Earth is spinning. So now Bhagavatam is teaching us.
You can apply the same theory with keeping Earth stationary also. There are three objects. It is not only Earth is spinning. It's not only the Earth is spinning. It's not only the satellite is trying to escape from the gravitational pull. There is third object also. Atmosphere. The space. You fix the space stationary and you are rotating everything. But according to scriptures, the space is revolving. Earth is stationary. Space means the luminaries, they are all revolving. The star belt is revolving. The star belt is constantly revolving, every day making one round.
So then technically Earth should be flat, not be a globe.
No, it is a globe. That you perceive it. Day-to-day phenomena you can perceive like that only. I will show you. Surya Siddhanta says that when you go into space and you observe Earth being a spherical object, the reason is everyone, wherever they may, they think that they are on the topmost part of the Earth. Whether you are here, you are here, you are here, everywhere you go, that is because of the spherical structure. The second thing, morning visa, when Sukadeva Goswami described in Jambudipa, sun is going like this. He says this is east, this is west, this is south, and this is north, and this is true north and true south. Now see the Earth. This is Bhumandala. This is Earth globe. Line of equator is here. The sun is revolving like this. With respect to Bhumandala. With respect to Bhumandala only sun is revolving. Na? Don't go to the Earth right now. Okay? Earth globe is here. Line of equator is here. Bangalore is close to line of equator or not? Earth globe is here. Line of equator is here. We are standing here. But does we feel like we are standing like this? How do we feel? We are standing like this. Then how sun should travel? Like this. Yes or no? Same way you go to North Pole. You stand here. How do you feel sun traveling? You see that sun is traveling, sun is doing your parikrama. That can happen only if the object is spherical. You don't have to go to all the way up to North Pole also. You go to some Europe, you go to North America, you can experience this. The daytime is varying at every place all over the Earth globe. The daytimes are varying. Near to Earth globe, 12. As you go upward, either daytime or nighttime, one of them is big. According to the position of sun. If sun is in the north, the daytime is big, nighttime is small. If sun is in the south, in Europe, the daytime is small, nighttime is big. That is only possible for a globe, spherical object. It cannot be possible for a flat object. So, little mathematics, sensible mathematics only.
But Prabhu, there are many instances. For example, in the Ramayana, Sugriva gives instructions for his soldiers to search for Sita in the 4 directions. When
that is with respect to Bhumandala.
Exactly, but so that means Ayodhya. What about Ayodhya? Is it part of
Ayodhya is here only in Bharata only, but they could travel all over Bhumandala.
True, but if we read the description, it really feels like it is just a continuous stretch of land, and they're going on and on with the landmarks that he's giving. And now, if we put Bhumandala as a globe, then it doesn't fit the picture. Then there is a discontinuity there, and it is not a continuous plane.
No, they have to pass through all the oceans also. They have passed through all the oceans also. The big huge oceans are there, na? They have passed through all the ocean. They went all the way up to Pushkar Dweepa and came back.
But how do you get out of the globe then? So this
globe also they can get out. They are monkeys, na? They can jump across. They can go. They are mystic. They also have mystic powers.
And one reason that we feel it is flat, even though it's a sphere, that obviously because of the size, it is too large for our eyes to perceive.
Yes.
But the same is true with even Arjuna. He also went in search of, he went
did not.
to Bharata Varsha and all.
He traveled in the air also. His chariot can fly in the air also. He crossed the Himalaya mountain flying in the air because his chariot has got capacity. Because the chariot was given by Agni. It is a heavenly chariot. It is not a human chariot. So he could go in the air, he could go all the way up to Harivarsha and came back. What to speak of Parikshit Maharaj went up to Uttarakur Varsha and came back with a similar kind of travel. They traveled in the air, not in the land. If Arjuna can travel in the air, so Parikshit Maharaj can travel in the air, why not monkeys? Monkeys can just go.
But there is also another view that I heard this in Sadapata Prabhu lectures. He's also talking about this conception of local equivalents, counterparts. Like even in our this Earth, Bhumandala, also there is a Jambudvipa. Then usually that is likened to the Asia, and there is Himalayas. So many a times there is a confusion whether
No, sometimes some of our acharyas have done that in order to make it relevant to the modern scientific understanding. Like Bhaktivinoda Tagore wrote Krishna Samhita. There also he makes many things as generalized, just to make it appeal to the current educated people. Same way, Sadatya Prabhu also made things in a way that can be appealing to the modern scientific community. Sometimes some people take some leverage to do that. Yes, because since we have modern educated background, so much sometimes it is very difficult to accept them as they are. But we need to give some time, introspect, and see how it can be possible. Is there any possibility of something can happen like this?
That means it is not traditionally not there in Shastras are not giving any such local counterparts. Is it only
why we need to have local counterparts? What is the problem accepting as they are? The problem is we want to fit in everything in our visible perception.
No, I'm asking, both are there. I totally accept that there is a greater Bhumandala and all that. But I'm also asking that why is there this local concept too? Is it there?
No,
This
he made
concept
it
is there
local
traditionally.
because he want no, it is not traditional. He want to make it appeal to the modern scientific community. That's why he took a leverage. There is no such concept in the past. He introduced a new concept to make it relevant, to them. I don't know.
Puji, you gave definition of Varsha and Vipa. What is definition of Khanda, Prabhu?
Khanda means division.
Like
Balakanda, Ayodhya Kanda, Aranya Kanda, Kishkinda Kanda, Sundara Kanda, Yuddha Kanda, and Uttarakanda. Kanda means division. So Bharata Varsha has been divided into 9 kandas. The 9th kanda is Bharata Kanda.
There is no measurement as such.
1000 yojanas each. Okay. Overall 9000 each, 1000, 9 divisions.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Prabhuji, this at the start you mentioned that we will have to look at from our the material we use our senses, we look and then it has to match. There's something to that effect you said. Whereas we should actually accept what is coming down. Now, I know why you made that statement, and now we are all trying to do that only in the sense that we would like to see based on our understanding of what logic or whatever you want to call it, knowledge, science, whatever. So there are certain things which is taken for granted, and then there is an alternate view that is being provided, but we'll try to look for alignments there. Now, whatever you have said, there is a lot of alignment that is happening, which is a new perspective, new way of looking at things. But then, when you look at this astronomical picture of some light years away and all of that and this yojanas, are they all matching? Do they match? I mean, I'm just asking you a question.
Morning we discussed, na Prabhuji. That's what one point about stars.
Yeah.
The modern understanding of stars is they are like suns. They are light years, yojanas, light years far away. But Bhagavatam does not accept that concept. It dismisses. Because all the stars are nothing but the residences of the heavenly people, which are very close to us.
Okay.
They are not so far. None of the things are light year apart.
So the way they measure, that is wrong then?
No, it's not wrong. It's right also.
Huh.
But with whom we are dealing with?
They are higher
we
intelligence.
are applying material instruments, material measurements upon the heavenly realm.
That's higher intelligence
higher
people.
realm, then we come up with erroneous results only.
Erroneous.
We are not dealing with other human beings. We are dealing with the heavenly people. So how can we impose our rules upon them?
Or our instruments will not give the right calculations,
yes,
or
yes.
or they might make it look like that.
Yeah.
In fact,
Our
Prabhupada said
instruments
like
have a
that,
limitation.
like that moon landing also. Prabhupada mentioned a quick mention saying that either it is not moon or they are very intelligent people, so they know somebody is coming. They can just make sure that you see something different and then you go back. So anything is possible.
So Prabhu, this I heard that.
Prabhuji, 1 second before going further. See, as we at the premise only we made that generally we try to understand scriptures based on our experience, but the premise is let us understand the world based on the scriptures. So now, as Prabhuji is asking that we made all the simulation, we made all the calculations, everything proves that Earth is spinning around. So now, what I'm saying, take this as a reference, then develop your science. Why you want to put your science upon this? I am giving a reference frame. Develop your science. If you are intelligent enough. Because somebody already made a premise. Earth is spinning around, Earth is revolving around the sun. It is happening from the last 500 years, starting with Galileo. So now you cannot fight back, you cannot deny that. You cannot dismiss that. If you dismiss, you lose your existence in this world. The best thing is that take this as a reference and develop your science. Create a new science. And with this, prove everything that they are saying. Then your proposition will be accepted. Until Galileo, this is the concept everywhere. It is Galileo introduced the heliocentric model. Until then, it is not there. Because we accept Newton as the father of the science, then whatever he said, that has to be accepted as it is. You cannot say no. So whatever calculations you say, you have to prove that Earth is spinning. If you do anything wrong, you are failed. You want salary, so you have to do whatever they say. Okay? Everything is money driven, position driven. Who cares what is real, what is not?
So Prabhu, this when through the Himalaya on this Sudarshan Dweep, it appears like there is passage from here to the other Varshas. That's what I heard some devotees speak in lecture. So I don't know how far it is true. Rather than jumping from the globe onto a flat surface, they say from the globe itself there are different passages to the other
Yes, Prabhuji,
Varshas.
there could be a possibility, but not for general people. It is only for the exceptionally qualified people. Everyone cannot do it, because that's why Vyasdev said, Tu agamya parasparam. People in general cannot go from one place to other place. Some people, some exceptions like Madhvacharya and all, can go from here to there. And anyway, in the next part, we'll be talking about it with more elaborate discussion. But for that thing, though Bhumandala is so vast, so many divisions are there, the Kali Yuga person is not given access to see all those things. Already by birth, we are greedy. By showing all these opulent faces, we are simply increasing our greed. We are simply causing more and more our downfall. So Lord is so merciful by not showing all these things to us. Britishers, 200 years they ruled India, they looted everything. Now what is their situation? The big country where sun never rises, now sun never sets. Now it has become smallest country where sun never rises. And they are slowly, gradually becoming poverty stricken. That is what will happen.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Prabhu, just one more question, Prabhu. Little bit technical only. That you mentioned Bhuloka size is 25 million yojan. So
1000 yojana.
No. I mean,
Bhumandala.
Bhumandala.
That is the radius of the seventh ocean.
Radius, correct.
But that is not complete. Still some more is there.
Some more is there. But so, and sun is on the seventh Pushkar Dvipa. Even when we look upon like the calculations which are here, Prabhu. So the sun, which is located around 1.5 crore kilometer, which is similar to what we told, 25 million yojan. And one of the satellite, the Aditya satellite, which has been launched, it is at 15 lakh kilometers. So when we say that a satellite has gone that far, so does it mean that it has crossed all these oceans and dweep and then reached there? Or
You see, you map how far it is gone. You know the dimensions here. You know the dimension that both. You map them. You can know where it is going.
So it means like so with our the material things over here. I mean this with the satellites, we can cross those oceans. So
you can't see them only, na. You does not know where they are existing. Also, the access is not given to our eye. Kaliyuga eye cannot see all these places. For us, they are as good as not existent. According to scripture, they are existing. But for our pratyaksha, we can never see them. As long as we are in Kaliyuga, we can't see them. If you want to see, you should become like Arjuna. Arjuna, what did he ask Lord Krishna? If I am qualified, please show me that universal form. What Krishna said? You are not qualified, but I will give you qualification. How? Lord gave him, with that Divya Chaksha, you could see the Divya universe. Same way, you should get the Divya Chakshus to see all these places. With your telescopes, with your modern rocket science and all, you can't see.
But no satellite is traveling through that whole space and going to that particular point. So what can we comment on that? I mean, it is actually
just see in which direction it is going.
Towards the sun, Prabhu. Like
towards the sun. That is in the ether only. Where is there you can go? Ether mein there is nothing you can go.
Okay. So it can go lakhs of kilometers and crores of kilometers.
In the ether, if it has capacity to travel that much, it can go.
Okay.
Prabhu, in Varaha, the pastime, one happened in Swayambhuva Manu Manvantara. That time is when the Bhumandala fell down in Swayambhuva. And then the purport says that there are some different opinions that he stayed in the water until Chakshusha Manvantara and then he came out, or
no. Lord appeared during Swayambhuva Manvantara from the nostril of Brahmaji. He appeared as Shvetavaraha, lifted the Bhumandala. By the request of the sages, he transformed himself into Varaha Kurma. He was holding the Bhumandala.
Yeah.
That is over. Lord disappeared there.
Okay.
Then again the Devatas prayed during Chakshusha Manvantara. Then he appeared as Nilavaraha. Not from the nostril of Brahma, but directly appeared.
To do what?
To lift the Bhumandala again from the Garbhodaka ocean.
It fell down again?
That's what we discussed in the morning. When Masya told Satyavrata, in 7 days from now, the Bhumandala will fall into, the universe will be destroyed. Bhuloka, Borloka, Sarga will be destroyed by the rains. And Bhumandala will fall down into Garbhodaka ocean that time. Later, when the human beings are created again, that time they again prayed for rescuing the Bhumandala. Then Lord appeared as Nilavaraha. As he was lifting, Hiranyaksha came. I just conquered Indra. Everything belongs to me. Who are you to take away my property? There is a fight between Lord Varaha and Hiranyaksha.
In Chakshusha
Manvantara. Because Lord fought so much, they were fighting with mace. The blood of Hiranyaksha bathed Lord Varaha. He was Nila Varaha. Because his whole body was covered with blood, he became Rakta Varaha. So like that. Then again he transformed himself into Kurma and kept the Bhumandala on his back. Then later on Shesha came in between. Then Ashtadika also came in between.
So Swayambhuva Manu also he became Kurma Avatara to support.
Yes.
But
now
that
also
support,
again
it fell down even though that support was there.
No. If Pralaya happened, Lord withdrew his service.
That's Pralaya.
Yeah.
But it is there in the purport. He waited in the water also. I look up the 8 point something. So
it's okay. See, Srila Prabhupada does not get into technical details so much.
Yeah.
For him, he want to inspire bhakti.
So
in that way.
Okay.
Srila Prabhupada actually in one sense connects all the 7 deepas of the Bhumandala to 7 continents. Anywhere Bhāgavatam, Bharata Varsha comes, Srila Prabhupada says in India. In the bracket he writes India only. For Srila Prabhupada, Bharata Varsha is India. But here we see Bharata Varsha has 9 divisions and 1 division is entire Earth globe. because Prabhupada does not want to get into all the technical details, because his audience are Americans. It is difficult for Indians only to make things believe. Earth is not spinning means so many hands are raising. Why? How? Then what is because of the Western mindset? How will they accept? If a typical Indian only does not accept, how can a Western mind will accept? So Prabhupada made it general and so that people can accept whatever they know, put everything whatever they know. And the purpose is inspire them to practice bhakti. But since we are doing specifically this topic, we need to understand what is what. In that. Not now. I cannot discuss because so many other things we need to. We don't know where the sun is, where the moon is. How can I talk about eclipse? We need to discuss all those things. They are since morning. They are asking where are the planets. Pitraloka. Okay. Anyway, you asked. We discussed na in one sense. The Svarga Loka, there are two category of people are there. The original Devatas and the visitors. The original Devatas who are there in the moon are the Pitru Devatas. And those people from Bharata Varsha or Bharata Kanda, those who heard about moon planet, hearing these opulences, everything is available. Mango juice is there, apple juice is there, everything is there. So they performed some Yajna Dana Tapa, they went to Pitraloka. And they are staying there for some time. As long as their piety allows, they will stay in their Pitraloka. After that, they will come back. But we can extend their stay in Pitraloka by performing Shraddha rites. If we perform Shraddha rites properly during this Pitru Paksha, they can stay for one more year extra in the Pitraloka. Again perform Shraddha rites next year, they will stay for one more year in Pitraloka. See, you being a devotee are talking like this. Others will not talk like this. Na? So for example, now Trump is sending all the Indians back to America, back from America to India. What the parents will say, do something, do some jugaad, stay there only. Extend your stay for some more time. Same thing. See, all of you sitting here are devotees. You think from everything from devotee perspective. But think from a general man's perspective. For them, staying in Swarga is the most anticipated perfection of their life. No. Those who performed sadhana to go to Pitraloka, they are in Pitraloka. Pitrniyanti Pitrun Vrata. No, not like that. Pitru Puja is Pitru Shraddha is for anyone, for anywhere. In India, culturally, when somebody passed away, how do you address them? Swargavasi. You will never say that Narakavasi. Even though they might have done so many sinful activities in their entire life, but we never say they are the Narakavas ho gaya. Because that is the culture in which we are brought up. Whether they have gone to Swarga or not, we don't know. But we say that they are Swargavas ho gaya. Yes or no? But hoping that they have gone to Swarga, in order to extend their stay in Swarga, we are performing Pitru Shraddha. Huh? Nahi Baba, Swarga means Swarga, Divya Swarga. Why would somebody want to go to below Swarga? Bhuvarloka. Moon is in Bhuvarloka. They are in Pitraloka is in Bhuvarloka. See, there are three cases are there. Whether they might have gone to Swargaloka, Divya Swarga, Bhuvarloka, Swargaloka, or they might have gone to hell, where Yamaraj is there. Still, they are going through punishment in hell, or they have already passed through that punishment and they taken birth in one of the lower species around us only. In some other family, they might have taken birth. Wherever it is, since this body has been given by our parents and their parents, and the family property is coming in that lineage, and all the samskaras and everything they have given to us. So we need to express our gratitude to them. As long as we are living, we need to perform Pitru Shraddha. It is nothing but expression of our gratitude to our forefathers. Wherever they are, they will get benefit and they move on from there. From Karmakanda point of view, if they are in Swargaloka or Pitraloka, they continue to stay in Swargaloka or Pitraloka. If they are in Naraka, they will be delivered from Naraka and they will be elevated. If they are in the lower species, they will be elevated from the lower species and come to human species. Huh? Yes, a devotee who is in Grastha order should perform Shraddha rites in order to help them come out of from their current situation, take birth in one of the devotee family, practice bhakti and go back home back to Godhead. No, elevated means they will not go to Borloka, they will come to Bhuloka. If they are in Naraka or lower species, they will come to human species and then move on. If a devotee does with the prayer saying that let them take birth in devotee family, then they will take birth in devotee family. For people in general, with whatever intention they are doing, they will get that such kind of destiny. Everything is by intention only. Yajna is yajna only. That yajna performed in the mode of goodness gives one result, yajna performed in the mode of passion gives one result, yajna performed in the mode of ignorance one result. What is different? The intention is different. That intention is governed by the mode in which we are living. So that's all.
Prabhu, the Devatas in the Swargalokas. So when they beget children, I've heard that at least one set of children of all these Devatas, like Indra, all of them, they became Pitru Devatas. So Pitru Devatas are not as high as those Devatas, but they're also more or less Devatas.
They are lesser Devatas.
Lesser Devatas.
They are called Upadevatas.
Upadevatas. So, what about the visitors who go to Swargalokas? How do they get their bodies? Are they also begotten by the residents there?
Yeah, maybe. Because they begotten by the previous resident, previous visitors. The previous visitors also, in their last year, they can beget children. So like that, they will beget them and then they come back. And these people will stay as long as their piety is there. I'm okay. I'm also done.
But before going to another animal species or something, this is what I've heard. So one has to undergo so much of suffering in hellish planets, Naraka. That is where, for example, if someone is changing their body from human to hog, they're literally given the training to eat the stool, and their consciousness, the subtle body changes to that of. But then, so where is the chance of this kind of a subtle body transformation or going into Swargaloka is something mysterious?
No, generally it is said that when a person leaves their body, normal people, they will be taken to Yamaraj. Yamaraj will tell, you have performed so and so piety, so and so impiety. This is the result of this, is the result of this. What do you want first? In what sequence you want to move on? So based on that, they will go on. So generally, whichever is small, they'll take it first. And whichever is big, they'll take it later. So that's how it is understood. So everything will happen. How exactly happen? I also don't have any clue. So we need to see. But first, if one is not a devotee, one will be taken to Yamaraj. From there, their journey will be decided, where they will go, how they will go, etc.
Hare Krishna. Long sessions. Morning also 2.5 hours, and now also another 2.5 hours. So there is a small snack prasad before you leave. You can please honor and then leave. Tomorrow again we'll have the fourth session, last session, starting at 11:45. Hopefully, if Sunday prasadam completes by that time. And there are some books which were displayed. Yesterday we had displayed 4 books, out of which 3 varieties exhausted. Today, Prabhu will take, our Srivatsa Prabhu will take names. If you want to procure the books, we will get them and issue them next week. You can give the names against the, there are 4 type of books. One type of book is still available, Bhagavata Cosmology. Other 3 varieties, Astronomy, Bhagavatam as Seeker's Journey, and Bhagavat Tattva Vichar. So these 3 got over. You can give your names if you want to avail it. All the 4 books, he has costings. So now you need to give names. Payment Lakshmi you can give once the books arrive. Like that. So tomorrow morning, Prabhuji is giving a Sunday Feast Bhagavatam class. Very special topic because of the upcoming Ramachandra Vijayotsava Dashara. there is and very connected to this cosmology, prayers of Hanuman to Lord Rama at Kimpurusha Varsha. That will be Prabhuji describing, and also he will describe glories of Bharata Varsha. That will be also a part of tomorrow's discussion, starting at morning 8:30. Please kindly participate and take benefit. So there is prasadam. Please do take prasad and then leave. Tomorrow's venue also will be here. So our class will start at 11:45. By that time, what do you think? This is possible.